It's gonna be what? How many grids?
15. So 10 grids is a mile.
So they're doing some weird shit here. So let me figure this out. 6.
May I ask what the Hollywood shits are doing just for
They're
curiosity?
splitting up their units. 12. Then you said 15.
Yes.
So that would be here.
For the wheel, just
Drag it up.
move. So, I'm following you. To be honest, like, I didn't expect to be here. Yeah, I'm happy. Well, shut up.
You can join the. You can actually join the TTS game. The information's in the umpire chat. If you want to help
So
move pieces around at all or anything like that.
I may ask, I can like join you in the server? I
Yes.
have PDFs open.
there
So
we
I'm
go.
going to send you the message because I am terrible
Well,
looking for servers, the
5.
things.
That would be
The, also,
13.
I mean,
Sorry,
yes,
I'm
about
sorry.
your profile picture. It's a bit bad. What the fuck? It's luck. That is John Lincoln, no? It's luck.
Uh, yeah. Not so Soviet.
Your
Yes. Yep. That's me. Oh, so that's what the Confederates are
mm,
doing? They're
Yep. So they're going to have one go up to current factory, and one is going to. I have it written down here. To current factory and schoolhouse, which is up here, and then the rest of their guys are coming down towards the city and splitting up.
okay. Gotcha.
And then where is? Okay, you already moved them up. Yeah. So seconds is just following first.
Okay. Got you then. All right. So we're all good then. So screenshots. So let's see. Go ahead and for the Confederate cavalry, show them that unit up there that's split off. They would see them go into those woods, but after that, I doubt they're going to be able to see them because they're right at the
Okay.
edge of their visibility.
So how far is their visibility going to be? 10?
Yeah, go ahead and do 10, and then we'll start making the screenshots because these pieces are a little hard to see from a distance. Um, Once they start engaging, we'll open up we'll get the screenshots closer in.
It's 9 that direction. That's good this way. Okay, I'll just cut off there.
okay. Um,
Heitzelman and Porter get the same screenshot. And if they're co-located, you don't need to take a secondary screenshot. Just send the same screenshot to both commanders.
Yeah.
okay, I mean, yeah. Shut up. I am waiting. Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm waiting for my map to charge. And you see why? That is why I'm not really saying anything.
Save as. This will be.
Yeah, actually, it loaded now. Oh, Winchester. Ooh.
So you should start seeing that. So like Heitzelman just got his 820 screenshot, so you can go ahead and deliver that dispatch from Hooker, I believe, sent one to him.
Yeah, I remember. I actually have it. I
Okay,
just
so it's
copy or I
0820?
forward.
Yep,
0820?
just copy and paste. Yep, time will be 820.
Okay.
Still getting
Why not
his.
money?
Oh, they have a white background. That's weird.
What do you mean they have a white background?
Oh, that screenshot I took.
If you hit the
I
copy
feel weird.
button, it
So
should
I'm going
you
to
should just be able
navigate.
to control V it into their chat.
Oh. Well, for that one, is they're getting that, I guess. It's fine. It'll buff.
It'll buff out.
So what do you think they will do? The Confederations, the Federals, or what they're planning to do now?
So both
Just
teams
to know.
seem to be marching directly for Winchester, except the Confederates seem to be using their scouts. For right now, so Ryan for orders. Everyone has their screen. Do you have all the screenshots out to the Confederates yet?
I do.
Okay. So everyone's just still in marching simulator. So just real quick, see if they have any changes to their orders.
Okay. Why am I not able to zoom in? Okay, there we go. Now I'm able to zoom.
I
All
kind of
right.
hooked to HTML to see
Be right back.
if what?
We're gonna go get orders now. So you can. We should be back pretty quick because it's just marching simulator for right now. So keep an eye out for any
Yeah,
dispatches, and we'll go from there.
yeah.
General Hooker.
Yes, sir.
Ahead of you, you can see the 3rd Division troops pulling onto the road in front of you past the Brent farmhouse. Any changes in your orders other than to turn left once you reach the L. Brent farm?
Just continue to the El Brent farm. Station my 1st Brigade astride astride the road that heads east, just right at the farm. Keep the other 2 brigades in march column on that road heading toward Winchester, but keep them right at the farm.
Okay, understood. So you're more or less deploying at the farm with 1 brigade and 2 brigades on the road ready to march.
Exactly. I'll be reserve.
Okay, understood. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's a slug.
Hello. So, you gentlemen have moved south and are just turning to head east. Any changes in your orders?
Uh,
No, not
for me, I'm gonna ride ahead, try to get closer to where the cavalry is,
Okay.
and then, like I said, I'm still headed towards that hill that's deserted on it.
Okay.
Or that has
Is that the
deserted marker on it.
breastworks right by where
No, no. It's southeast of Winchester, or more kind of like to the east. It's that big hill,
Okay.
just north of Abrams Creek.
And is
Are
that
you going to try to get some elevation to see better?
Yeah, that's the plan, because that's where I'm going to try to direct the battle from.
All right.
and,
I'm just going to keep doing what you told me.
and what is
Yeah,
it that
sounds
he
good.
told you to do?
I didn't read the plan. 1 second.
Okay, he's going to keep heading
No,
towards
I
the
know.
town. He's gonna
I
keep heading towards
summarized it.
Winchester.
I'm going to continue to to move south to the town to secure it.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't answer this in a message earlier, so am I able to divvy out the artillery individually, or do they need to stay as one battery?
They
like
can be
three
divvied
different
out.
ones.
They can be
All right.
moved individually.
Slock,
All right, cool.
why are you making me play? I thought you were going to play everything for me.
Where's the fun in that?
You're supposed to auto-resolve this for me.
He's
How dare you?
just playing Kriegsspiel with himself and moving like pieces around on the board. He's like, and then I won.
I'm an only child, so that would be too flashbacky for me to my lonely childhood days.
I'm the greatest Kriegsspieler player. I always win.
I've literally never lost.
Thank you, gentlemen.
That's it for us. Yep.
Hello, Colonel Averill.
Yes, we go south of, shit. Okay, half my forces, can't even see, because, like, I can't read that. It's G... It's in Winchester. G... What is that? It's so low quality. Given a low quality map, I don't use TPS. But it is...
You're heading south.
Yeah, well, I want half my forces on G. What is that?
G. Haywood, just on the south side of town.
Yeah, G. Haywood. I want half my forces. J. Haywood. I won't go with them, but I want them to dismount there and take positions in the houses.
Okay.
A little bit north there, just in the town. I think in the town a little bit.
Gotcha. And then what about your other...
My forces will go east of that town, east of Winchester, on... It's like it's like a fork, there's like a hill.
Okay, yeah, that deserted hill there. I think it's marked deserted.
Where, it's like... Does it say deserted? There's like a text there. I can't read.
Yeah, it says deserted. Let me.
Yeah, I think that should be it.
Actually, let me do something here. Let me see if this works. Maps. Okay, I just put something in the general chat for you. It should have a higher resolution version of the map. So, you should be able to use that from now on.
Yeah. Oh, it's still kind of. Oh, there you go. Yeah, deserted.
Okay,
Yeah, I want me and half my forces at deserted. The other half goes to G Haywood, a little bit north of G Haywood.
okay.
And then they go to north of G Hay, a little bit north of G Haywood and dismount. Get prep on the houses till forces arrive.
Okay,
That's the plan.
thank you. General Hamilton.
Yes.
So behind you, you can see Joseph Hooker's 2nd Division behind you. Your forces are just turning onto the southern road there, past the El Brent farm. What are your orders?
Alrighty. My orders are to continue on to Winchester. I know I don't know if I can get. Yeah, I won't get close enough to take my road just yet. But my orders are essentially once I get into Winchester, I want to take that road to the east by the Colhausen.
Okay.
Basically, I'm going to the J. Baker farm or whatever that is right there. That's my ultimate objective. But I'm going to take that little road once I get there. But I don't think I'll get there this turn.
Okay. Understood. Thank you very much.
Thank you, bud.
7, then that's 5 is 12. 14.
What were orders for the Confederate infantry?
They're just gonna continue moving how they're moving.
Okay, so they can move.
So I didn't get their orders earlier, so you might want to tell me what they were doing down there.
They're just marching northwest along that main road. So
Okay, how far does infantry move?
10
15 as well, or
10 grids on a good road in marching column, and then you half that for every movement, either going into line, whatever have you.
So half, if they are going live, for example, half if they go forest or they're in line, from my understanding. Then
Correct. Yep. Unless they're marching, so like where the Confederate infantry are right now, next turn they're not going to have a movement penalty if they stay on the road. But if they were to deploy in line right here, they would only go 5.
The CIC is about to run straight into their CIC.
Okay, so where is their CIC?
what?
Right back here currently, I just did a movement. So they're continuing down this road towards deserted.
No. Oh well,
boy.
this is not agreeing.
Well, neither one of them are in sight yet, so I'll give the Union commander 15, but the Confederate troops are only going to be able to see just past Frey. So, yeah, they're not going to see each other yet.
9.
So just the unit will know the position of the
They can't really
Confederates.
see farther into this.
Yeah, I would say like right about here is how far they could see into the woods.
Sorry, I'm pulling up screen. How far?
Like about here. I mean, there's nothing in there, so you don't have to be too worried about it. So let me go ahead and start getting screenshots.
So what are they doing here, the Confederates? I just lost.
What was that?
What are they doing, like Confederates deck? Empty deck here, like this position.
I think they're scouting in that area.
Hmm.
But they're not going to find
Not
any
blaming
Union
them.
forces there. Averill and
I mean, he's better to be
Hines.
cautious than anything. Like, we know there are anyone here, but they probably not.
Their
And-
screenshot done.
And time will be 8:40.
If
Now let's come down.
I just imagine the funny move, I just march into the butt. and
So
just
the guys in the
cut
woods
them
here, can they see the
blindly.
other side of the woods or no?
Which guys?
Early up here.
Yeah,
able to sneak
yeah.
past
Give
this,
him
like,
give him
out?
full vision. I mean, there's no Union troops there. He will assume he knows the woods are clear.
Like you can see back here, he can see about up to that road, to that tree line, and what do you there? Okay.
Porter and Hamilton. Okay. Porter 0840.
I just. Ryan, I may ask what is your profile picture in. I forgot his Steam, like. I just confused. It's a
What is
VTuber,
what?
it's a. And in Steam, your profile picture is some character or is just a random? Just
Oh, and dude, it's just
confused.
some
I just-
random. It's just some random stuff I found a while ago.
For the lulz, like it just I don't know, it's just too
I
much
just thought
for
it was
me.
funny.
Just
I just thought it was funny.
yeah, I just completely laugh. I just I don't know.
Okay, let's go down to hill.
Also, I may ask why you are not Soviet, Ivan?
So I'm actually Russian. So I figured it was a nice little nickname
uh,
for my
I
Steam
didn't knew that.
profile.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. I thought you were American because Lincoln. Found Lincoln in your profile picture. I swear it's Lincoln, no?
No, that is actually not Lincoln. That's actually my 3 times great grandfather that fought in the Civil War.
Sorry. It looks very similar to Lincoln.
Yeah, I
I
can see it. All right, I'm gonna go grab orders from the Union.
Shit.
Gentlemen,
What's up, Slock?
how's it going? So you have reached the deserted hill to the south east of Winchester. Wait a minute.
Yep.
Why is Porter here? Bad Porter. Alright, Porter was never here.
Oh.
Heitzelman is here.
Okay.
So you
Yeah,
have
I
was-
know Heitzelman something.
So you are both
I couldn't see
arrived
this
at-
channel. I thought he wasn't even here.
So both of you have arrived at the deserted hill, south to the southeast of Winchester. As of right now, you can't see any signs of Confederate activity. Any orders. Also, Averill, you can see that your other troops are taking up positions in the buildings, slightly to
Yeah.
the north of G. Haywood.
I see. Yeah, can you move me a bit more south so I can see a bit more? Just
Yeah, I'm
myself.
actually. So I'm gonna push. Oh, you know what? Okay, so
Heitzelman, you should look west though. I'll stay on the eastern side.
I'm gonna have you go follow this road east, through Rother, Sinford, whatever. This south of this wooded area. You see what I'm talking about? Just right off this hill that goes east. Head that way and just look out for any Union troops. Go about. How long are the turns? 20 minutes. Go for
can't.
40.
You want me to move there? I can't command.
That's fine. They're just in a holding action. You're not going to have to do much with them, and I'll be able to hold them.
Alright.
And first is right behind us. I just want you to scout that way because if they're coming up that right, I need to know to let third and second division division know.
Okay.
So it's just
Just hold my troops while I'm here though. I'll go myself. Oh, Well, can I take
No,
some?
take
troops with me?
yeah, no, take this brigade with you that's on this hill right now. If I come under attack, I'll just retreat into town with first and the brigade you leave here. So the brigade you have on the hill with you, take them with you.
You want me to move with them? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll do that slot for now. I guess. Well, Heinzelman, you could also use my troops in the town to like. It looks like there's bridges on the south of Winchester. Confederates could be going through those bridges, and it would be perfect for us to hold positions across the bridge with my cavalry. If they dismount, they can take positions across the bridge and shoot at Confederates as they cross.
The bridges don't mean anything. It's a creek. They can walk across.
Yeah,
the bridge doesn't mean anything.
Those are creeks. They're fordable. So the bridges, those are more like gravel roads that go through a creek.
Really?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not worth it just trying to defend those.
So the cavalry brigade on the hill is moving east.
Yeah, I guess I'll move there east.
Okay. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Heitzman, are you guys stay on the hill?
Yep, staying on the hill.
All right.
Move me a little bit further on the southern end of the hill so I can see a little bit further south.
Okay. Understood. I mean, I kind of gave you the max screenshot, I think, anyways, in your... I could make it a little bit more south, but okay. Thank you, gentlemen.
Yep.
General Hooker.
Hello, sir.
Hello. So your first brigade has deployed at the Brent farmhouse, and you have 2 brigades behind you that are currently awaiting your orders on the road, but they have not fallen out into battle line formation yet.
Perfect. The only thing I'll change, have 1st Brigade move just west of the El Brent farmhouse, just right in that green woods there, and then have them throw out skirmishers ahead of them.
Okay. So you said west. Do you mean east?
Sorry, yes, east.
Okay.
Yes.
Understood. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
General Porter.
Please call me by my full name.
Depending on the performance in your battle, maybe I will, but you have not yet earned that title yet.
Yeah, my girlfriend really enjoyed it, and I was like,
boy.
look, all 3 names are different words for toilet.
Oh boy. Alright, so we gotta keep it moving. So you are about to enter the town of Winchester. To your east, you can see 3rd Division also marching south into the city.
Yep, then I'll just keep marching south.
Okay, and let's see. Your current line of march will put you roughly in the middle of town next turn. Any specific direction you want to go when you're in the center of town?
Just keep going south. My job is to hold the southern part of town. I read the plan.
Okay, I'm sure you did.
I did. I went back and read the plan.
Gotcha. All right.
Here's the thing. It's these umpires. It's these like 30-minute turns. I got a lot of time to do it.
If we got more umpires in a game, it would be quicker.
Oh no!
Watch what you say.
What have I done?
You will be receiving a promotion to umpire, and your division is going to be given over to another player.
Oh no!
Thank you. General Hamilton.
Yes.
So you are entering the town of Winchester. To your west, you can see Union troops of the 1st Division moving down into the town parallel to you, and you can see some artillery being towed behind them. What are your orders?
We will continue through Winchester until we hit that east-west road. Then we're going to take the road to the east towards the Baker Farm. I would
Okay.
also like to send a dispatch right across the little road here to 1st Division. And I would like to request 1 battery of artillery from them.
Okay, so go ahead and put your dispatch in, and because you're so close, actually, I'll just go ahead and real quickly deliver that and see if you'll get that unit of artillery from Porter.
Okay, I'm typing it in real quick here.
No need to type it. You're just requesting the 1 unit of artillery.
Okay. All right.
And then they'll be at the tail end of your column if you get them in the next screenshot.
All right.
All right. General Porter,
Yes, sir.
real quick, you are a rider rides up from Hamilton, and they are requesting 1 battery of artillery to be attached to them. Are you going to allow for that?
Who's asking?
Hamilton.
Like what-
Hamilton, the
what-
division next to you.
Yeah, is he with CIC, or did they give a reason at all?
He just wants a battery of artillery because he's all on his own and he's turning east out of the town.
It's just like, hey, can I have some of your guys? It's really scary out here. I'm just gonna be like, take it up with CIC, and then I'm gonna keep on marching.
Okay. All right. I'll let him know.
It's a bunch of mean old Confederates out here.
Hamilton,
Yes.
your rider has returned, and the commander of the other division is asking that you send your dispatch to the CIC for him to decide the matter. So go ahead and
Is
type up that CIC to Heitzelman, and we'll deliver that next turn.
I don't know where the hell the CIC is. I thought he was with First Division.
You saw some of flags go through the town, and you assume he's on the eastern side of town.
Oh, okay. Then I am altering my request here.
Yep. No need to put the location in the dispatch. Just
Okay.
who it's from, who it's going to, and the time. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey,
Hello?
Slock.
Yes.
I was waiting for you to resolve this. So the CIC is moving down here like 15 inches, which is gonna be like what? What's it call that? 5 here, then another like he's gonna crash right into these guys.
Okay, so did you move the all the other Confederate pieces while I was gone?
Yeah, I moved everyone else. I just waited on that.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen.
Well, I'm going to play this week.
Why is the gunsmoke spawn so small on these pieces?
Next week.
And he's bringing these units along.
Yeah, so his movement should end like about here.
And yep, they're definitely in range. So spawn gunsmoke.
It's such a tiny unit.
I know. Oh, they've both
Oh,
run in.
God.
They've both run into each other. They're skirmishing. I don't even know if we're not even gonna roll for that right now.
So how far can he see? Because he just rolled straight into these guys.
Yeah, to be completely honest, we can roll now that they are just out range and, they just see each other, they're shooting, but they're not selling range right now.
Right.
guess.
Give him a screenshot of 6.
Of 6?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, then second question. Can Stewart up here to battle, and can these guys down here to shooting?
Let's see. Yes, everyone except for Hooker can hear some sporadic gunfire in that direction.
Okay, except for Hooker?
Yes, but I have him. He's all the way up at the Brent farmhouse.
Okay, and then Stewart, do I give him full 9 inches?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
But actually, cut his vision off. He can't see through these woods.
Okay,
Yep.
so all the trees he can't see through. So does that include this little one up here?
Let him see through that one.
Alright.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Anyone else? Not anyone else.
Oh, also, you need to move Stewart and Hill. They just moved apart. I'm not sure if... I don't think I can drag him.
Okay, Stewart and Hill. Move Stewart.
So, question,
April.
who is CIC in the Union Army?
Heitzelman.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't realize how many guys.
Okay, so screenshot time. No combat needs resolved yet. This is going to Averill. Blue Averill. And time will be 0900.
screenshot 2. Or this will be screenshot 4.
9. It's funny to be an umpire and just see the madness unfold, to be honest.
It's going to be hill. You can see 6. So here, down to that. Oh, let's let them see through these trees and back to here.
809
I think they, and if there's skirmish, they probably cannot resist enough long enough for support to arrive.
Yeah, they might just break away. I mean, they're kind of in the middle of everything. No one can really react to that. But we'll see how the players react to it. I don't know what it is.
I mean, this
Kriegspiel players get drawn to light skirmishing like flies to a lantern.
What about early? Should I give him the full 9 inches through these woods?
Let me see where he's at.
To be honest, in defense of Chris, I think that is sort of common that, well, it's like many battles just start as skirmish, like Gettysburg, for example. Like
I think probably like the edge of this tree line over here.
Yeah, give him to the creek. Give him just beyond the creek. But
All right,
they can hear some
9
light
ahead.
skirmishing off in the distance.
I'll give him down to here and back. Okay.
oh, the unit here on defensive. What is the unit doing here in Baker? In
They're
Baker?
moving east. So this is going to Porter.
This
Oh,
is save as early.
Hamilton.
Okay, so I see. Let me get Hamilton dispatch then. Because
It's early, and then we got rains down here. You can see about there. Give you to the creek as well.
Also, Hamilton has a dispatch.
yeah, Hamilton. Remember that. Hamilton is the one who sent the dispatch. I think. It was.
I
It
think
was
he's
Hooker. Wait, Hooker.
Is that
You're
rain?
sending.
Save as rain.
Wait. Yeah, 9. So.
Alright, let me start sending out these screenshots. Where are they? Hill.
Let me get it right. It was. Say, third division.
Okay.
Yes, it was. Hooker.
So all the
No,
Confederate commanders can hear the skirmishing. Only one that can't hear the skirmishing is Hooker up in the north. So I'm gonna go start getting orders from the Union commanders.
Okay.
Colonel Averill.
Yes.
So
Yes.
as you ride east along the road and approach the G. Seifert farm, I should say, you are surprised to see a small detachment of Confederate cavalry who seem as surprised to see you. And you can see some command flags with that unit of cavalry. Some light gunfire is being...
Command flag?
Yes.
What is that? What's it?
You can tell that there's a important Confederate officer riding with them. Possibly a division commander.
Oh.
Your men and their men are skirmishing currently. Everyone's pretty surprised, so there aren't really any many casualties. Everyone just kind of started firing off in the general direction of one another. So no casualties, but you can't observe any casualties on the Confederate side.
Yeah. Can I split some of my forces south into the force, like the blue square?
Yes, you can split
Attempt to flank.
You can split
Attempt
your
to flank
cavalry in
on the
half.
south, while the other force just works the fixing force to just keep firing at them.
Okay.
And then the other one will charge as the main force. Yes, I think I will do that. I think I'll charge. The other half will get on the southern flank of the enemy cavalry and charge them out. The other half will just keep at the fixing force will just keep firing at them. Take positions in the house and just keep firing at them.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Understood. Thank you very much.
Yes.
General Heitzman.
Yes.
So you see Avril ride east with his brigade. Just as they are starting to get out of your line of sight, you can all of a sudden hear the delayed sounds of gunfire. It doesn't. It sounds very sporadic. Nothing too heavy, but there's certainly something happening at the G. Seifert house there. You can't see any dust columns or anything like that, but you know that Avril is engaged to some capacity.
Okay. So I'm going to detach one of the artillery pieces to third. They should be over by Jay Baker or Jay Wallhouse in that area.
Okay.
And then as first brigade starts, or first division starts filling into their positions by G. Haywood, I want to detach that cavalry brigade to go and assist the rest of the cavalry squadron that went with what's his face, Avril.
Understood. Okay, thank you very much.
Yep.
General Porter.
Hello.
Hello. So, as you are beginning to exit the town of Winchester, off to the east, you can hear what sounds like distinctive cracks of rifle fire. It's quite a distance off, and it's quite sporadic. No sound of cannon fire. Also, a rider from your commander-in-chief has rode up and is taking one of your batteries and attaching it to 3rd Division.
Yeah, I guess he can.
That's why he's the commander.
Indeed. How many batteries do I have? After that one?
You still have 2.
Okay. That is that the commander is to like a little bit to my southeast. Is that right?
Correct. He's posted up on the deserted hill.
Okay. Does that hill offer any sort of concealment for us on this side?
Yes.
Sorry, you cut out.
Yes, it does.
Okay. So we'll continue on to like the G. Haywood,
Okay.
south part of town, and then if if the soldiers or the infantry could start to post up on the west base of the deserted hill, and if the artillery can kind of conceal themselves in the buildings here by the G. Haywood,
Okay.
I would just so like we can pop out and surprise someone.
All right. Do you want the artillery limbered or unlimbered?
If they're limbered is when they're ready to fire, right?
Unlimbered is when they're ready to fire.
Okay. How long would it take them to limber and unlimber?
Roughly half a turn.
Okay. Let's and if they needed to scoot up out past the buildings, are they able to do that while they're unlimbered, or do they have to like?
Yep. They can move like maybe a grid or 2 when they're unlimbered.
Yeah. Let's keep them unlimbered. Like I want them ready to pop out and surprise someone.
Okay. Understood. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
General Hamilton.
Yes, sir.
So as you march east, a battery of artillery is currently being attached to your division. As you approach the J. Baker farmhouse, though, you can hear some rifle fire happening quite a ways in the distance to the southeast. You can't see anything due to the woods there, but you assume it's somewhere in the vicinity of the T. Kuhner, P. Carper houses.
I see the. Okay, yep, I see that. All right. Well, in that case, I think I'm going to cross the field to the south where this J. Wall farm is at. and get onto that road instead.
Okay.
And I'm going to march a little bit east to where the road crosses this little stream.
All right.
If you can see the
Uh,
road just south of the one I'm on now.
Yep. Right by the. You want to be on the road that the R. Ferguson farm is on,
Yep.
correct?
I want to be on the. I want to stay on this side of that little stream, and I'm going to halt there.
Okay. Understood. Thank you very
Thank
much. General Hooker.
Hello, sir.
Hello. So your troops. Let me just make sure. Actually. Yes. Okay. So your first brigade has moved forward. There are skirmishers. You can't really see them in the screenshot, but they are taking emplacements on the railroad embankment in front of the L. Brent house. So you have deployed skirmishers, and your other troops are still waiting on the road for your command.
Perfect. I think the only thing I'll change is my last brigade there. Call it third brigade, if you will. Just have them facing kind of that northeast, facing towards the J. Rutherford. That's about all for me.
All right. Thank you very much.
Hey,
Saludemos.
Flock,
Yes.
is there a movement penalty since the CIC is in combat, or no?
What's he want to do?
He is going to retreat down this road and then up here. I have him set up here. I just didn't move everyone else to see if there's going to be a movement penalty. But he's like retreating up this way.
Is he taking the cavalry with him?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. He wants to flank two. That's 4. So, and they are gonna boogie out of there. Yeah, let's say they get to about here. What was his objective personally? Did he want to go meet up with anyone or anything?
No, he said he's going to start moving up towards L. Scott. He's also going to send a dispatch to the NPC of this cavalry unit here to fall back. So I'm not sure how we're going to do that either, on if they're going to get halfway then move back, or if we're just going to leave them in place, because he was going to send dispatch to these guys to come back to L. Scott.
Yeah, leave them in place, because they're going to get about here, and then they're going to double back, so they should be able to make it.
Yeah, so it's about to this.
Everyone else is continuing to move as previous. They didn't change their orders, so I've already handled that, so everyone else has been moved.
Okay, awesome. So the rifle fire has dissipated, but Hill can still see some Union cavalry who attempted to charge him. They're worn out now, but they're following him a little bit down the road. They're kind of keeping tabs on him.
Okay. Let's see. Early over here, he cannot see these guys up here.
How far is his vision? Yeah. Actually, let's do this. For the Union commander, let's roll and see. I like doing this. Ooh.
You like gambling.
I do. Let's go gambling. Okay, so early, don't show the Union commander in his screenshot, but just give him in his verbal report that a sharp-eyed aide has noticed that there might be some flags on the deserted hill to the southeast of Winchester.
Okay. What about any of these cavalry units on the road?
And he
Because if they're gonna be
sees...
short of it, like his vision's gonna be like about here, I believe.
It'll be about here. So just at the E. Rother house, he can also see some dust because these guys are booking it. So he can see these guys kicking up dust. He can't see anything at G Cipher, and there wasn't enough smoke kicked up. So he can see dust and possible flags on the deserted hill.
Good. Let me send. I'll let him see down to the creek and back to here. All right.
I would only go to like the edge of the forest on the creek. Just let them know that the south is clear, because we gotta get these screenshots in tight. So just focus on like where they're gonna be seeing stuff with the screenshots, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It looks fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this is honestly a ton of fun. I was not expecting umpiring to be this fun.
Oh, dude, it's
Yeah.
it's a bug that gets you. Because I was playing in the James Live games for a while, and then I decided to get into umpiring, and then I'm like, oh man, I really want to umpire a lot.
This is
I
early.
funny. I don't even do anything. I just have dispatch man, and I still find this funny. Just
Now,
to see.
Reigns,
Since we
I'll let
rolled
you
for early.
see
Ooh,
up to here.
there's so much. Yeah, I'll let Heights know there's some dust coming down that road.
But not facts, I guess. So you roll?
I did roll, but he rolled a 1, but I really think with 2 divisions of the Confederate forces moving down a dry dirt road, he's going to see some type of dust being kicked up. And time will be 0920.
This is Reigns screenshot.
Oh, and we have...
Wait, do you have the gravity put in at some weird level? Because I think the dice are rolling weird.
Am
Am I giving Hill still a 6-inch screenshot?
Give him a little bit of a larger... yeah, go back to the 10 grid for Hill. Except he can't see past the forest.
Okay, yeah.
Heitzelman just sent his Porter, took care
Let
of
me
him.
see.
Hamilton.
Let me get. It was Hill, I think, the one who sent the general. Yeah. So let me. You're going for the Confederate first, I guess.
Yeah. Once you receive their 920 screenshot, you can go ahead and deliver their dispatch.
Yeah, it's that I was
done
sent to general dispatch. That is the point. He'll send a general dispatch to the Confederate general, and I remember helps as well. Wait, helps God sees. Let me wait. It was yes, you and.
Let me remind the players as well.
It was. Oh, fuck. Okay, this will be a long day. So, Colonel Aberdell, and it was someone else. I can't remember.
Stewart.
It was Hooker.
Say
Yes, it was Hooker.
yes.
Hey man.
All right, let's start with Hill. Upload.
Yeah, let
Hill.
me copy
Ignore that
this.
NPC dispatch. That was just I wanted him to write down what
Yeah, I know. I got with him and asked him if I should send it, and he explained to me that it was actually an order. I actually received that. Don't worry about that.
Okay, and Hooker.
0920. Oh, 0920.
Yep.
Early. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself.
No, you're good. I do that a lot as well. So.
Yes. And get divisional commander. So.
Okay. So
All right, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start getting orders.
Yep. Same here. Colonel Averill.
Yes.
So your flanking maneuver, it did not seem to pay off. Your men are now, your half troop is exhausted, chasing after some Confederates down the road. The Confederates seemed to break contact as soon as as quickly as they got into contact. And you have a rider saying that the Confederates are turning north towards the L. Henry House into the woods. And your men are asking if they should continue pursuing them or link up with the remainder of the brigade.
L. Henry House. Where is that? Oh, I see. Where are they going?
They're turning north at that road and heading towards the L. Henry House.
Yeah, I want everybody to. I want all my troops with me, and then we're gonna probably move up north. Well, actually, I think the troops that are currently pursuing, I want them back here with me at G Cyport, and I want to go with I want myself and the force that's with me right now, my cavalry troops that's with me right now, to go north.
Your other brigade is also arriving as well. Do you want them to follow you?
They could follow me, I guess. And to J Fritz, yeah.
Okay, so your destination is J. Fritz, correct?
Yeah, well, south a little bit. That little hill, I think. Little black spot.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it should be it.
All right. Thank you very much. General Heitzman.
Hello.
Hello. So, the gunfire has dissipated. You could barely see the Confederate cavalry making off to the east. However, there is another development. To the southeast, on the other side of the Sulphur Springs Run, you can see a large dust cloud moving to the northwest, towards the town of Winchester.
Okay. Towards. Okay. Okay.
Any orders?
Yeah. Kind of have to do it by dispatch. I just need to move guys around. So I have nothing. I just got some dispatches, so if you get back to Liam before my things, let him know I have a flurry of dispatches coming.
Oh boy. Alright, thank the Lord we have a dispatch umpire tonight.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you. General Hamilton.
Yes.
So as you switch roads, the gunfire to the southeast seems to have petered off. Your men are about ready to deploy into line. They were slowed down by crossing over off the roads there a little bit. You can see your commander's flag still remaining on the hill of the deserted hill to the south.
Yes.
What are your orders?
I have a question.
Mhm.
Looking at this map, about what is the range of a musket on this map? Like, from like my little HQ guy to like where? Can it reach the river? Can it reach the woods? I'm just trying to figure out how far I need to be back to be within musket range of this little bridge or ford here.
Let's see. It can fire effectively about 400 yards, so about 2 grids.
Holy cow! We can shoot 2 grids with rifles.
It's going to be long range, but
How big is a grid? I don't see grids on here.
so right now where you're standing actually is about the extent of the musket range. You could probably get away with some volley fires a little bit further than that, but
Okay. All right. Well, for now, I would like my trailing brigade to turn around and go back to the J. Baker farm
okay.
and essentially set up to be at the edge of the woods there at the J. Baker farm. That is like the woods that are just east of the J. Baker farm.
Okay.
Have the woods to their back and essentially be about parallel to that road that goes to the Canaway farm.
Gotcha.
My other 2 brigades, I would like to set them up in a battle formation, like lines, looking towards the ford here. I don't know if this is a ford or a bridge. It's probably a bridge.
Okay. It's probably more of a ford because it's a creek, but we're not gonna cut anything over that.
Yeah, essentially, I want my 2 ford brigades. I don't know if you can see my stream or not, but I would like to deploy them, essentially protecting this ford. And the other brigade, like I said, I want to fall back and have them basically parallel to this Canaway farm road with the woods to their back.
Gotcha. Perfect. All right.
And I'm also sending a dispatch. I need to. You said I need to ping an umpire when I send a dispatch, right?
Yeah, just put at umpire somewhere, either into dispatch or right after it.
Okay, I have sent.
Yep, perfect. All right.
Thank you, man. Thank you for doing this. This is a lot of work.
No worries. You get in a rhythm. General Porter.
Hello.
Hello. So off to the east, the gunfire has dissipated. However, let's see. One of your sharp-eyed attendants is noticing that there might be a dust cloud approaching from the southeast.
Oh, we better go home. We don't want to get our nice uniforms dirty.
The sharp blues.
Yeah, they look good, but see, that's the problem with the Confederates. Theirs look like trash.
Also, your cannon are unlimbered inside the town and ready to roll forward. They've also cleared lines of fire to the southeast towards the El Dorsey farm.
Is that towards the approaching dust cloud?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and have the infantry pull back into the buildings for some concealment too, and then can the infantry move closer to the base of that hill?
Yes.
If they could do that, just in the same kind of frontage they have now, and then that way, if they were going to be opposed, then the cannons would have some nice oblique firing lines. So the cannons can get even deeper into the housing, so that we can get the opposing infantry a little bit closer.
Okay. So you just mean those two brigades on the right that are at the base?
Yes, sir. On the east side of the town.
Okay, and your western.
They can move closer to the west base of the deserted hill, but the not so deserted hill with the CIC on it.
And then your western brigade is to take up positions in the houses, correct?
Actually, they can just both of those. Or excuse me. Which one are I thought? Oh, are the cannons the very very small rectangle brown squares?
Yes.
I see that now. Yes. So that's Southern Brigade. They can just go fully inside of those houses. Try to use the houses as cover.
Okay.
And then the two brigades on the southwest side of the town can move to the west base of the hill.
Understood. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
General Hooker.
Sir.
So your men are holding position still. Other than that, seems all quiet.
All right. Looks like I got a dispatch. There's no sounds I can hear though. Otherwise.
No. That is negative. It is all
right.
quiet where you're at right now.
Sounds good. Hold position.
All right. Thank you very much.
Because the unit just terribly just over stretched right now.
Okay. What do we got?
And another dispatch. Just telling you that.
The Confederates are continuing to march. So early, I've already finished their movements. They're just continuing to march. The only weird thing is Stewart pulled back to Burnt Factory.
Interesting. Okay.
And Hill remet the other cavalry at El Scott, so they're there.
All right. So that Confederate infantry is just in range of. Let's see.
Also, I was looking at this. I think Stewart and Hill can barely see each other through those trees, so I just had their little units just barely in the screenshot.
Yeah, they would know that each other's there. They'd probably send a single signal flag or something. Let's see. Porter's being pretty aggressive, and he wants his artillery lined up there.
Also, interestingly enough, this next turn, not the one we're doing right now, Rains is going to stop at this creek, and Early is going to continue all the way up to Abrams. So they're going to be split up. So they're going to spread out.
Interesting.
Away from each other.
And meanwhile, Hooker is sitting up there all by his lonesome, and he's continuing to hold. Let me go back and get orders from Porter real quick on his cannons. Because they're technically going to be in range. General Porter,
Yes, sir.
what are the standing orders for your cannons on firing?
Yes. So I do have a dispatch here that says uh, some cavalry is approaching from the south. Um, like how fast can we, And so, anyways, I started blasting boys.
I mean, your guys are unlimbered. They're pretty much ready to go. All right, they're just asking if
Okay.
they should shoot as soon as they're in range or if they should hold fire until a specified landmark.
Where's a really so if the horses are approaching, they're probably coming in from that road. Or wait, it says cavalry in contact east of Deserted Hill. So they should shoot when those cavalry are at like maximum effective range. So like not when they're at like maximum range, but when they're in, hey, we're gonna hurt them range.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank
Like put some holes in the horses, send them to the glue factory.
you. Understood. All right. Thank you.
Bye.
I know it's probably because you don't know what is killing me.
Okay, so he's gonna hold fire. He wants to wait for them to get a little closer. So
All right, Early should be able to see on top of this hill too.
yes, he
Should
can
be able to see all these guys actually.
actually. He's only gonna see because they're hugging the base of the hill. This is probably more accurate.
Why they're doing that? Question of the century.
So they can't be seen, but he's probably gonna see a little bit of one. So like his line of sight's gonna be like this, and into the town.
So he can still see that command unit there on top of the hill, right?
Yep, he can
No.
see. So he can see like that. There's definitely some Union activity in the town, but he's not sure what's there, and he can see some Union activity at the base of Deserted Hill.
I'm not gonna give him much shot of the south since. Oh shit! I kind of fucked that screenshot up. Let me move this down a little bit. Okay, this will be a little bit better. Yep, and then he can kind of see these guys here. Not much of them though.
Question: who is third? Well, let me see that. The third division is the one on the north, I think. No, third division factor here. God, this. Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
Porter, and time is going to be 9:40.
So I may ask what this tally everything is flying. Everyone is flying right now.
It was
940
early.
Porter. Let me see Porter.
Say
Yep,
yes.
everyone is good.
Okay, then hold on. This is Rain.
Division.
Can Rain see on top of the hill? No, he can't. So is he gonna be able to see the flags now too? Because now he's in about the same distance that what's his name was Early.
Yeah, he'll get the flags in a verbal report, since Early got
Okay.
that as well.
Okay, see over here.
So the Union is reacting right now to the Confederate Army or not? Yes to know.
They're kind of. I don't know. They're pretty confident in their position in the town, but
Yes, I think they are just in a terrible position in the town. Like I just see that probably because I know I'm poor, but yeah, it's weird. I don't know.
Hamilton.
0940 now, right?
Yep, that is correct.
Alright, let's get these
Oh,
screenshots
pessimistic
up.
solar just enter them at the table, I guess. Who do you think who will win right now? I think the Confederates.
Too early to
Just
say.
wait.
Yeah, it's still pretty early to say. I mean, the Confederates
I mean,
definitely
yes.
have a little bit more concentration of force,
Yeah.
but
I mean, if I had to let someone know, yeah. To be completely honest, they can reunite. I'm very confident that it was Hamilton can react and support the South.
Alright.
Hooker is actually the one who is more on the table of if
Oh
he
shit, I
can.
forgot to
And
put the time in there. 0940.
the division Hamilton.
Did I put the time in these one? No, I didn't.
Paco?
Okay, and Hooker 0940. Alright,
All right, I'm gonna start getting orders.
same here.
There's no shooting, is there?
No.
Okay.
General Heitzman.
Yes.
So, as that dust column gets closer and closer, you can see that it's roughly estimated to be 2 divisions of Confederate infantry marching up the road. There's no gunfire anywhere else, but you can see in the town General Porter has his 2 batteries unlimbered, and the men are preparing to fire on that column.
Okay, cool. Did not. We should be getting it this turn. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Dispatch galore again. The only thing is that if I don't think they're gonna be able to get to me, on the hill. But if I'm about to be overrun, I'm just gonna try to pull back behind into town.
Gotcha.
But I think I should be fine here.
Alright. Thank you. General Porter, I'm back.
Hola.
Hola. So, it is not cavalry that you can see coming towards you, but Confederate infantry.
I see.
As of right now, they are just at the very extreme range of your guns.
All right.
And your men are ready to fire upon your command, and it seems they're still coming on, marching down the road.
Okay. What is the what distance is musketry, or are we talking rifles at this point?
We're talking rifles, so probably about 400 to 500 yards.
How long would you say it is from that bridge they're about to cross to like the fork of that river?
Bridge they're about to cross. And it's more of a fjord to the fork of the river. So for you, that river is about 3/4 of a mile away.
Okay. All right. So here's what I would like. Those infantry that I have at the west base of that hill, if they could move south,
okay,
to like form up from across the river. And so that if those infantry of the Confederate First were to continue north along this road, they'd either have to march like perpendicular to where how like my infantry would form up, or if they want to face my infantry, then my cannons can shoot into their like lines.
Okay. And you're keeping your 1 brigade in town, correct?
That brigade is to start moving forward. Like if their infantry like continues marching towards the cannons or turns towards the infantry across my infantry across the river from them, that's when this brigade is to just move forward. And essentially I want these guys just firing from those houses so that they have as much cover as they can, but also like just slowing, like kind of, we're going for a traffic jam here once the Confederates like get closer and are in range.
Okay, understood.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Oh, and I sent a dispatch, and I would have sent it after at 9:40.
Okay, so yeah, just make sure to ping umpires when you send dispatches.
Will do right now.
All right, thank you. General Hamilton.
Yes.
So you can see that your men are in battle formation, and you can see that one of your brigades has taken up positions on the road leading up to the J. Conaway house. All seems quiet as of right now. Any orders?
Well, unfortunately, it looks like we're being recalled back a little bit. He wants us to set up where I was during the last turn, it looks like. So, unfortunately, we're have to march back to the J Wall Farm.
Okay.
And we're going to set up in the same position that I have my 2 forward brigades now. But we're going to move the brigade from the Canaway Farm a little bit further east behind my 2 brigades as a reserve.
Understood.
Yep, he wants me to go back, so I'm going to be set up essentially between the J Wall farm and the Burgess farm with 2 brigades, with 1 in the rear as a reserve. And we're going to wait for the artillery to catch up.
All right. Oh, I forgot to bring them up. Where do you want them positioned at?
Just in the back with the 3rd brigade.
Okay, understood. You want them to stay limbered?
Yeah, because we don't know where the enemy's at right now. They could pop out anywhere.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yep, I had a good spot, but he wants me to pull back, so I'm pulling back.
Commanders have a tendency to do that.
Yep.
Colonel Averill. Oop, hello?
Sorry. Oh shit.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
So you've arrived to the small hill around the J. Fitz farmhouse, and all seems quiet. You have no sign of Confederate cavalry in the area.
Let's see. Hmm. Is that like a hill north of J. Fritz?
Yes, at the at the A. Eversole house.
Yeah, maybe I'll go north of E. Newman. Or, let's see. Now, why would he do a thing like that? Take me north of L. Scott.
North of L. Scott. Let's see. Let me see if I can find that on here. Oh, okay. So you want to move east down the road and then end up north?
No. North of the Abrams Creek, but north of L. Scott.
Okay, understood.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. General Hooker.
All right, we're on the move. Fighting Joe Hooker's on the move.
Okay, what do you got?
So we're gonna move all units to the I Sline House, north of Winchester. So pull in the skirmishers, everyone in march column, and bring everyone onto that road to the I Sline House, including HQ.
I Sign House. Let's see.
It's just a little ways down the road south from me.
The Stein House? Oh, no, Iceline. I see it. All right.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The safety is along the cavalry.
Flock. So this was the orders from Hill verbatim. He is going to take all of his cavalry over there and ride towards J. Fitz to find the enemy, but not get decisively engaged.
Oh boy.
Commander-in-Chief is along the
He's
cavalry.
outnumbered again.
Oh man, he's gonna be outnumbered by 2 brigades. Alright, so let's see here. They were at L. Scott. They come down 10. Their orders were to move up. Oh man.
I think they'd hit them at the back of the line, probably.
Yeah, so let's say this brigade is kind of up here. Actually, let's say this brigade was already online. They're about here. This brigade is up here. Cavalry commander is here. They come riding up. They probably intercept them in the woods. So let's say...
God, sorry, I just so baffled. I just realized that the CSC is along the, the cavalry. I'm just surprised by that.
Yeah, Hill keeps riding into battle.
But he's not over.
Right,
he's not over engaging. So there's definitely
Stuart also fucked up and told me that he was going to ride the factory.
Okay.
So I assumed he meant burnt factory with the rest of his guys. There's actually just a factory over here.
All right, interesting. So
he's now turning around and riding back.
9. That's going to put him about here. So move him here, and he's going to hear the gunfire happening over here.
I just worry what is going to do Reigns. I'm really worried that he just being cautious enough.
So,
as-
what is Early doing?
Okay, so early is he's going to stay put. The rest of his guys are going to ignore the roads and start marching down towards W. Kearns.
Alright, interesting. Okay, so lead unit ends up.
Is it 5 for it?
Yeah, roughly there. Are they staying in column or are they deploying into line? Did he give that order?
He said that they're gonna. I believe they're gonna deploy into line along the creek here.
Okay, so
Because he said like move along, like set up along the creek there.
okay. Does he have the artillery? Does he have the artillery under his command?
Yes, they're continuing with them too.
Okay, so artillery there.
And second, he's gonna ride up to early, which he'll make it.
Yep.
Okay, and then his guys are gonna get to the creek and stop. So they're just gonna do this.
Okay, so go ahead and move them. These cannons are definitely going to be firing now. So let's say they roll forward.
Oh god, what? I got the cautions. It's killing me. The cautious is killing me. The caution is killing me.
Yeah, I mean, players are either very overly aggressive or very overly cautious. So
It's called the attack, dude.
To be honest, I think I just become a cultist of the offense. Yes, I generally do more offensive maneuvers. I think so. I think that's my problem here. I put in myself. I will just probably just charge against the unit against blue units for the low.
It's the range
I know
of
my-
muskets.
range of
guess,
muskets is
rifles.
roughly 2.5. So they're going to be out of range of
Nah.
there. So let me
If
see.
anything, they just win shot just for the lows. It fail.
Let me see. Scale that down a little bit more. Clone.
No. So how you consider yourself a offensive commander or a defensive commander? And God, they start on 2, I guess. No.
Alright, so the Union just opened fire with their artillery, landing some hits in the leading 2 brigades of Early's corps.
How heavy casualties is it?
Just light casualties, so it's on a 10-point scale. Units break at 7, I believe.
Okay.
If you get to 10, what happens? The unit just dies.
Unit is surrendered, I believe, at 10. So, like, once you get past 7, there's either break, rout, surrender,
Or surrender.
destroyed, I believe. Okay, so these 2 units over here. Oh boy, okay. So no one's really charging. Oh boy, alright, so let me clone these.
I think the unit winning this part of the battle. I think.
So clone.
Well, what I'm hoping for the Confederates, what's going to happen is that the Union is going to be drawn away from the line towards these cavalry up here. Best thing that they can do, but I doubt it. I think they're just going to mass their troops on the Confederate troops now that they know they're there.
Yeah. I really think that this was a mistake. Just waiting too much. This last turn will probably cost the battle.
What's a mistake is
personally
leaving
think-
this cavalry behind because it's not doing
Yeah.
anything.
Well, I mean, we're getting
Yeah.
an interesting cavalry battle developing over here. So right now, Hill, give him a real tight end screenshot. Maybe include this cavalry up here moving to the north. But he's pretty heavily engaged in the woods. He came upon this cavalry. There's some pretty close combat going on. Both sides are taking casualties. And
Alright.
there's no real clear winner at the moment.
So his whole thing was like not to get decisive. I'm just gonna say like they ran into them in the woods. And
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Yep, they were moving through the woods. Next thing they know, they're engaged with Union cavalry at close range.
Now, Stuart, is he gonna be able to see this going on down here?
He's definitely going to be able to hear it. He's on higher ground right now. Yeah, give him the edge of the top 2 units and Hill's command flag, and he's going to see the... Actually, that'd be really interesting. So cut his vision off like this. So he's not going to see the other Union brigade, but he's going to see into the woods a little bit. He's going to see that Hill's engaged in the woods there.
All right.
And then Hooker is finally on the move. He's moving south. The Union is really extending their line.
These guys are just still get basically the same screenshot as last time at the edge of the town here, and then they're now able to see these guys.
Right. Yep. And they see cannons firing at them from the town.
All right, cool. Let me start getting these screenshots done.
I may make a somewhat stupid question regarding the cavalry.
What's up?
How useful is the cavalry at this point in time? Like, along with exploring, just to, I think just
It was pretty useful, like for cavalry raids and stuff.
yeah. I mean, more like main battles. I know raiding. I know many of them were not to have havoc in the enemy lines. Like, I remember about one in Mississippi. I think it was in the campaign, bothering Grant. But like in this sort of battles, how useful they were along with exploring.
I mean, they'd be good. They're good for scouting in this type of battle, but they're really only good against other cavalry units in this type of battle. I mean, infantry by this point are pretty skilled in repulsing a cavalry attack.
Yeah, they're just good at blinding the enemy. One could say at this point.
I will say another use for the cavalry is causing confusion. Like if they're moving their cavalry pretty good in the end, like I think the Union actually thought the cavalry was the main body for a second, but the main body came from a different direction.
Yeah, the vanguard. The vanguard. How do you pronounce that? Vanguard? I think the vanguard.
Alright, so Hooker is moving south. And time is 10 o'clock. And the cavalry, we're going to give them a tight end screenshot. But he can see Stuart.
Hey, this will be a long tour for me.
Alright, that's my screenshots done.
I may make a question about Hill's decision to just be on commanding. Sorry, the cavalry? I just feel weird that he's commanding the cavalry.
Yeah, that is weird that CIC is now involved in a cavalry battle. Meanwhile, his entire main body down here to the south is being engaged with the Union, with 2 divisions of the Union army. So, yeah, we'll see if he decides to cut and run and head south, but I'm going to go start getting orders.
Yeah, I think that's a mistake.
I want to wait for the freaking dispatch to be sent. I ran into that last time. That I was trying to get orders, and then Hill got a shit ton of dispatches.
Yeah, Hill got a team too.
If that happens,
also, if the co-location, Stewart, not Stewart, Early and Reigns are now co-located.
Gotcha, got that taken care of. If they start receiving dispatches, maybe hop to a different commander, and so you can give them their initial report, let them read their dispatches, and then come back to them. So
Alright, sounds good.
Yes,
yep, you can always do that.
Okay, wait for me. I'm going to send the dispatch.
Oh shit, did I send the wrong dispatch? Shit. Hold on. That's Reigns.
Only.
Sometimes dispatch riders get mixed up. It's happy little mistakes. It's a feature, not a bug.
There we go.
Yeah.
General Heinzelman.
So what's causing my vision to be so obscured now?
There's just nothing happening off to the east. I'm trying to give you as much detail as possible because of the scale of the map and the size of these pieces. So, yeah, there's nothing happening off to the east. It's all quiet. You can know your cavalry rode north from the G. Seifert house a little while ago, and you've seen no signs of Confederate activity. The 2 divisions in front of you seem to be moving off to the west, and Porter's cannons have opened up fire, and you can see some of their shots landing in the lead 2 brigades of the Confederate forces. He's also brought up 2 of his brigades on the northern side of Abrams Creek.
Sorry, I was just reading all the dispatches that came in. Okay. Yeah, I got nothing for me specifically. I mean, The only thing is, it's kind of if and state. Okay, so those troops from First Division that are in front of me on that hill.
Mhm.
If the Confederates start pushing towards Idorsey House, kind of towards the hill, I want them, instead of retreating into Winchester, I want them to start retreating up the hill towards me.
Okay, understood. All right, but your command staff is holding strong on the hill.
Yeah, I also those 2 brigades, have them deploy skirmishers. Send a runner to tell them to deploy their skirmishers.
Understood. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
General Porter.
Yes, sir.
So your guns have opened fire. However, interestingly enough, the Confederates seem to be breaking towards the west. From your position in the second story of a house, you can see that some of your cannon shots are having effects on the 2 lead brigades of the Confederates.
Gotcha. I see that there's what appears to be 2 corps commanders, so I'm assuming they're trying not to get jammed up on this road. So I'm about to take artillery fire. How open formation can I send both of those 2 brigades that are at that river? Like, can I break it up into everyone into open formation so that their artillery will be ineffective?
I mean, you can give the order. It depends on. You can give the order, and that will be taken into consideration.
Okay. So, what I would like is essentially complete open order for fording of that river in front of them.
Okay.
And to try to make Leon is here. Is that perfect?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. But sorry, this is important because actually it regards you. So, Paul, I have a question about something regarding a dispatch from Haynes.
Okay. Let me let's pop up into the Empire chat real quick.
Yeah. So I see that probably one you got me after the screenshot was sent. So, but I think that when the probably one is before, then I confused. So
let's see, isn't that the same?
So I think it should be sent next turn, I guess. The Porter one.
For Reigns?
No, for Porter.
Oh, for Porter. Let me see here. Okay.
I got confused because he told me like
for 10 o'clock television at least.
Yeah, because Porter one was supposed to be sent before, but he just finished it when you send it.
If it has the timestamp of 9:40, go ahead and send it.
No, he changed it to 10, so I guess that means
next
turn now.
Yep, take care of it next turn.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Hello. So you want your forces to cross the river in open order.
Yeah.
And then what are they to do once they're across the river?
They can continue in open order. What I am hoping to do is I want to make it a pain in the ass for them to for the Confederates to get across that river. And so I need my guys now on the other side of the river they're on, or I think the Confederates can cross. So my units in the southern that are in the town itself can start moving up and marching south, and fire at the Confederates that are across the river. And if they start to cross, shoot at them. The guns can. Are they still at barely effective range?
They're within effective range right now. Yep.
Okay. Just keep on having my artillery fire, and then for the 2 brigades that are on the north bank of the river, just complete open order, begin to ford across so that they are on the L. Dorsey side.
Gotcha.
And-
what
and
about
then-
your Western Brigade that's currently in the town?
Yeah, though that brigade can go like south along that road, the G. Haywood, and just keep going south towards those towns or towards those buildings at W. Kearns,
Okay.
and they can just take up like some sort of cover there, and they can begin, firing at the Confederates.
Understood. All right. Thank you.
And then, yeah, those open order troops, if they can get to cover, that's fine. But I understand it's going to be kind of tight firing lines for the artillery. Obviously, the artillery should stop firing once, my guys cross. And then the artillery can limber up and then start moving south. They should end up, if they have to stop firing, try to go no further than the midpoint of between G. Haywood and L. Dorsey.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Colonel Averill.
Yes.
So, as you begin your march north, your tail brigade, all of a sudden, just as you pass the Eversole house, your tail brigade, you can hear a bunch of gunfire, sounds of melee happening, and you assume that there is some Confederate cavalry that have reappeared there. And to the north, near the R. Thomas house and the factory, you can see another brigade of, an understrength brigade, actually, of Confederate cavalry in that direction.
Yep.
And
Yeah, I want the ones with me to go on the enemy's rear down south. Am I gonna have enough time to do that?
Yes.
Yeah, I want them to charge up on the ones on the south and the enemy's rear. And I want my other brigade currently engaging to stay there and keep putting shots down at them. Keep firing at them.
Okay.
Fix them there until...
And then your second brigade will come in from the rear.
Yeah, and yes. From the enemy's rear.
Okay, understood.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. General Hamilton.
Hello.
Hello. So, as your men reposition, the last brigade that was at the J. Conaway house is just getting into position as a reserve.
Yep.
You see cannons that were positioned in Winchester beginning to fire on the road leading to the southeast of the town. No musket fire, but you can hear those cannons going off pretty clearly. And interestingly enough, to the east, just past the creek, probably in the direction of the J. Fitz house, you can hear sounds of some type of battle. Small arms fire. It's a fair ways off, but it seems that the cavalry are engaged once again, possibly.
Alrighty. I've got new orders. So this reserve brigade that I have that's still moving,
Mhm.
they were ordered to move, keep going south behind our lines, and move up onto the deserted hill with our headquarters, where the commander-in-chief is at. And I'm going to send word to the artillery that we have that's moving, the artillery that's just dispatched to us, to also move up onto the hill with that brigade and the commander-in-chief. I got orders to send a brigade up there and the artillery up there, so that's where they're going.
Okay.
My two brigades that are already in position there on the J Wall Farm. I'll just have them keep them busy, so I'll have them start erecting some breastworks and whatnot while they wait.
Okay, understood. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
General Hooker.
All right. I'm being summoned south. Continue marching all brigades and the HQ to the middle of Winchester. I'd say bring them all the way as far as the road that heads southeast to Deserted Hill. Don't take them onto that road, but just bring them as far south as that in the middle of Winchester.
Okay, and I will let you know that now as well, you can also hear the sound of cannons going off to the south of Winchester down that road.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
As Porter is not.
Yeah.
Hello, Porter. So one thing Porter told me about he's not going to boost his artillery. He read in the chat just to let you know.
Okay, alright. Alright, so let's see. Union forces are pushing across the river. Let's start with the cavalry engagement. What do we got going on over here?
All right. So, what he said was that if more cavalry forces come in, he's going to retreat. If not, he's going to stay there and inspire his men to fight.
Alright, so did he give a direction on retreat?
Yeah, back the way he came.
Alright, well.
Well,
Confederate CIC is now surrounded by 2 brigades of Union cavalry.
oh God, well, Cassandra has lost his powers, I guess.
Also, Early had some questions on the combat. He was saying like he didn't want to argue too much about it, but he's confused on how cannons at long distance cause 3 damage.
They both rolled 6s. They rolled.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was saying that he was pretty sure the rules that they couldn't roll that much, but you know.
No, I guess
He
it
was just
probably.
confused on how the damage happened.
Well, they have
I
very
was-
good gunners, so. Alright,
Okay.
so let me real quick. Let me just resolve the combat up here with the
Let
cavalry.
me resolve the movement. So these guys are gonna. And then he says he wants to like disperse them if he's able to. I'm not sure if they're able to change their dispersion.
Alright, so.
Yes.
Draw out where they're going for a second. It shouldn't take me too long to resolve this cavalry battle. Alright, so.
Probably he was going to die. I know.
For the
Yes, he's dead probably.
So for the ongoing melee, 5, Confederates, 3, 4. And Union rolls a 1 against that one. But then you've got 2 Union forces rolling in from the rear, so.
God, he was going to be captured. No.
So those guys are broken.
Oh God, Hill.
Oh no.
Take it.
Oh,
They
boy.
going to get the hill.
Alright, let's roll and see what happens to Hill. 6.
That is good.
Alright. Hill is lightly injured. He has taken a pistol round. And let's just say, because these guys are still available here, we'll take a little bit of mercy. And we'll say that they are now running towards
For the life.
towards Key Kuhner House. These guys are broken.
Oh God, it would be beautiful to have a town name just for the life.
Actually, these guys
Okay.
are going to be surrendered. They're done. They're out of the battle. This Union cavalry is probably going to be pursuing him to some degree. Okay.
Stuart did the. He was up here at factory, saw the battle, was like, I'm going to Dinkel's barn.
Well, he's about to be he's about to be encountering the Union front line. So, all right. So what we got going on here? So they're going to be moving. All right. Are they deploying online or are they staying in column?
So for Early's division, they're moving down, and he said he just wants to disperse along the road here at the intersection. He's going to be moving here so that he can keep an eye on everyone.
Okay.
Then Rains is going to stay. So okay, the artillery is going to set up over here. They said. So I'm not sure how the artillery sets up.
So.
No, Seth is actually in the spawn with the small limber.
Up here.
Yep.
Because they're saying they want to set up to the some weird stuff. So they're saying that they want artillery set up to the north of them, which I believe it means this.
Okay.
And then their line, they're gonna have one on the road on the left side.
They can
and
deploy
then two...
online.
I may ask if they have range to show. Well, they will have time actually to show this air infantry.
They're going to be, that last unit is going to be about there, marching up in column. let's see.
Yes, no.
Confederate
They will
artillery
shot.
was here. I'll say they're gonna. Yeah, we'll say they get enough time to get shot off. Gun smoke. Gun smoke.
I can roll for them just to see what happens.
Yep, go ahead. Did you roll? Yep, go ahead and roll.
Now I roll.
Ooh.
Sorry.
They both and the Confederate gunners did not eat their Wheaties this morning.
Sorry for that, Confederates.
Alright,
Okay, well, you roll next time.
In there. So their one is going to be here, followed by this, and then these guys are okay. And are they able to disperse their units like they want?
Let's see.
Probably not. Just skirmishers.
I mean, I kind of broke these two units up into individual units. I don't know how flexible I'm going to be with their maneuvering, but I mean, they're no longer taking artillery fire because of the line of fire. This unit is at the stream range, so the Union artillery is done firing. They've limbered because they have orders to move up. Actually, let me see, Porter. Okay, he's saying they should actually stay put. So, unlimber.
Yeah, actually, I remember. Yes, so.
Okay.
Alright. With Stuart, he was asking to move his cavalry up here, but I'm pretty sure they're too far for him to give orders unless he sends a dispatch to an NPC, right?
Let's see. Oh, he was
at a factory. Yeah.
So he was a factory. We'll say they make it to factory.
Well, I brought it up that he probably had to send a dispatch to the NPC to do that, but he was just, I'll just do it later.
If he decided not to give the order, say that a rider already rode off and said to meet him at factory, so he's got half a brigade at factory. I mean, the Confederates just lost a quarter of their, actually almost half of their cavalry, so reduce that.
Let's see what happens now.
Hill.
Wait, really? The unit I just having this unit here, just doing nothing?
Hill, put a 5 on there. So Hill has been wounded. He can give one order, but cannot write any dispatches because they're on the run.
How
Okay,
far do I
this
make
is
the screenshot? Another Titan one?
Yeah, give him another
Okay.
tight end one. He can see some of the troops back here, but he can't see. He can see them being pursued. He can see these troops can't see through those woods. Probably
I
can
have a
see
question.
just past the G. Seyfried house.
I have a question. So, Daniel scrolled a dispatch just before this happened. I sent that dispatch to Stuart.
Hill. It doesn't. No, Hill's dispatch doesn't get through. He got completely surrounded. So no dispatches
So-
from Hill are going to be delivered this turn.
Okay, so the last turn, I guess. The 10 hours turn, not now. 10:20, I think this.
Yeah,
Finish.
nothing from Hill has gotten through. From 10, the next turn he'll be able to write dispatches again. So Hill
Okay.
is, and he won't receive any dispatches either. So Hill is completely out of contact right now.
So Stuart should be
Okay,
able
this
to
will
see both
probably
of these,
is my
right?
vote.
What was
Stuart
that
should
about,
be able to
Stuart?
see the surrendered. Should be able
Ye-
to see them surrendered, and the Union over here.
and the Union will see him.
Oh, Stuart,
for
why'd
now,
you
I
do
guess-
this? Ah, Stuart, that is so annoying.
What is Stuart doing?
What'd Stuart do?
He just
Yeah.
rode off and left his CIC to die when he knew he was in combat, and just to the most pointless position ever.
Alright, Heisman, Hamilton.
Wait, so I got confused. What is Stuart doing again? I just lost.
He's just on a freaking like little ride.
Lol, right? So he's not helping his generals. He just doing.
No, he's not.
And he just see his commander being killed. Like, okay, I guess I'm in command now.
Yeah, like I thought he'd ride to like his assistance or something, but no.
No, not at all.
Well, I get my promotion today. If we lost the battle, I guess it's just right now.
You can see
Okay.
like pretty much
What
all of this now.
What hill did the sewer in this universe to just this to
I
happen?
mean, it's pretty accurate for well, I'd say 1863 Stuart. It's accurate, but
Let me ask question.
Can Rain see this unit up here? It's within range, but I'm not sure if it's because it's on the hill.
I would say no. They're probably just over the crest of the hill, so he can see the command unit.
Sure.
Yeah, right about there. Yep.
And he can see the cannons in town. All right.
Okay, I think they can win this if they got a good roll in range assault. To be honest.
Yeah, right now I think it's all dependent on Rain's assault and the Union's ability to consolidate their forces. Now they could still get distracted by Stuart over here, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay, we will see fucking somehow save this by doing the most stupid shit of all. If the Sweat actually sent the battle by just not helping his commander, it will be fucking hilarious.
So, reminder for Hill, the only thing he can do right now is decide where his shattered unit is retreating to.
I'm going to tell him that he will not.
Okay, so 1020. That shattered unit, is that the one surrounded by cavalry right now,
That unit.
or the one he's leading?
That unit is surrendered. It is done.
Okay, so the only thing he can decide is what direction that he and his troops retreat now.
Correct. Yep. No dispatches. He does not know that his dispatches from last turn have been sent, so he just knows he can't send anything right now. He's lightly wounded, took a pistol round to the shoulder or something, however you want to flavor it.
So, okay, I wish to know again, if he dispatched to Stuart will not be sent.
Correct. Yep. Hill will not receive or send any dispatches this turn. So anything he wrote at 10 o'clock does not go. Anything anyone wrote to him at 10 o'clock will not be delivered.
Okay, so you tell him that he will not send anything, or he
You're
doesn't
lightly
know.
wounded. You took a pistol round to the shoulder. You cannot send dispatches this turn. You can only choose where to retreat.
Right. Yep.
Okay, just going to.
That is correct. I'm gonna go start getting.
okay.
I'm gonna go start getting orders. General Porter.
Hello.
Hello. So your men have begun to advance. The Confederates are starting to stay just out of range of your artillery. They've brought up their own batteries, and your skirmishers in the east are engaged with them. Your men are crossing the creek and have moved into more or less their regiments rather than loose order. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
That it looks like it's doing decent effect. Let's go ahead and start moving those regiments across. Back to the west. Like I know the troops are going to be soggy and they're not going to be happy, but the reason we're doing this is that we want to just slow up those Confederates. So now the two regiments that are the most to the west should forward back west, and then the other three should forward north.
Okay, wait a minute. You're saying to the west and to the north here. Okay.
I'm sorry. So the four regiments that are on the side with the Confederates, like
yes, okay.
Those guys, their two most westwardly regiments should forward west to join those other guys. And I'm sorry for the imprecise language.
Okay.
And then the three remaining regiments should forward north back the way they just came.
Okay, so you kind of want like a weird Tetris, not diagonal.
I'm sorry. So yeah, our regiment's not able to I assume they were kind of able to join the other regiments without any kind of. Do they need to remain all together to still be effective?
I can make it work for this turn. So I'm doing this on a turn-by-turn basis on how your orders are coming along. But we
For
should
sure.
be we should be able to do that this turn.
The purpose for this is still just to jam them up, but also still make their artillery not super effective.
Gotcha. What about your brigade at L. Dorsey House? What about those regiments?
Those guys can keep moving south. They should go to the paper mill and W. Kearns, like those buildings, and the guys at L. Dorsey can keep moving in like as open formation as they can to those like 3 buildings that are just south of them, so that they have some cover.
Okay.
And my artillery can now limber up and move to the railroad tracks.
Kind of where they cross the road.
Yeah, so like they can threaten either of the crossings essentially.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
General Heinzelman.
Hey.
So, you can see the Confederates are deploying a little bit more west, but they've brought up their own guns that are now firing at the troops of Porter who have forded the Abrams Creek and are seeming to move into a position to kind of badger the Confederates. It's not a full-on attack, but they're doing some weird stuff to posture in front of the Confederates.
Okay.
The battery that was attached to the 3rd Division is coming up, as well as a brigade from the 3rd Division is coming up onto the hill road behind you as well. You could hear gunfire off to the east through the woods. It was probably about a little over 1.5 miles away.
Okay.
And also you can see that Hooker's division is arriving in the town as well.
Okay. The gunfire here, is it kind of towards the direction of J. Fitz?
Yes. Yep.
Alright, alright. Okay, so... I'm also going to do this, and I'll say it verbally because he's not listening, so I'm just getting... The next step is sending a guy to just shoot him. I'm going to send a runner to Porter to tell him to co-locate his command with me on the hill.
Okay.
Just because he hasn't listened to any of my dispatches. And then... Why? Also, the artillery. Why has it stopped firing over by Haywood?
The Confederates are at the extreme range of the guns, and also the gunners are a little bit concerned about friendly fire with the troops that are in range. So it's just they don't have a good firing angle right now.
Okay, so what I'm going to have them do then? They're firing case at this extreme range, right?
Correct. Yes.
Or just solid. Okay, so they're gonna relimber and they're gonna move up to kind of where the L is in L Dorsey.
Okay.
And they'll redeploy there. They're going to continue to fire on the troops marching to the west. The artillery that's coming from 3rd Brigade is going to deploy on this hill by me, and they will start conducting counter battery fire on the Confederate artillery.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I think that's it. That's all I got.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Colonel
The good
Averill.
news.
Yes, your rear attack paid off this time. You were able to capture roughly half a brigade of Confederate riders, and you have shattered the remainder of the brigade. And one of your men reports shooting a Confederate in a fancy uniform in the shoulder with his revolver. And it seems they are taking off down the road with your rear flanking brigade giving chase to them. The remainder of the men are resting as of right now. But to the west, you could see some Confederate cavalry move down the road from Factory towards Dinkle's Barn.
Yes. I think with the surrendering troops, Just take away their guns. I don't really want to bring them.
Okay.
But God beg forgiveness for them. But everybody else, I want to trail behind that officer, the 5. I want to trail behind him. I don't want to chase them, just trail behind him. But trail behind him and then try to get to south of Abrams Creek in that little forest square.
South of Abrams Creek in the little forest square. Okay. Gotcha. So you're just kind of posturing at a nice little trot behind them.
Yeah, that's all I want.
All right.
I just want to trot behind them.
Just
but the whole point is trot behind them and then try to get south of Abrams Creek. Probably in those hills. You see where the fork is? South of Abrams Creek, there's like 3 hills. Probably get there.
Okay. Yep.
That's my idea.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you very much.
Yep.
General Hamilton.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
So, as your brigade moves to the top of the hill along with the artillery fire seems to have halted south of Winchester, but you can hear light musketry happening. But to the east, you can see an understrength cavalry brigade arriving at Dinkle's Barn. Also, the firing further off to the distance around J. Fitz has seemed to have petered off. And behind you, you can see Hooker's 2nd Division coming up online through the town.
Okay, Hooker's division, are they going south or are they going east?
As of right now, they're going south. It looks like they have not turned in any direction yet.
Okay. If I look with my binoculars towards Dinkle's Barn, what color uniforms is that cavalry wearing? Are they blue or gray?
They're definitely gray.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to change my dispatch a little bit here before I send it out. I just need to make a quick edit here. And also, I'm going to move my headquarters a little bit south.
Okay.
Just a little bit where that crossroad is at, just south of our position there on the hill. Just to the west of where it says deserted.
Okay.
I just want to get I want to get up on this hill and get a better view south of where my infantry and my artillery are going.
Gotcha. Understood.
For now, my brigade and the artillery that are up there, just move a little bit closer to the commander-in-chief, essentially. And I'm going to try to catch up and get a look.
Okay. It seems like he's sending a rider to those 2 units and possibly giving some orders to them as well. So, just letting you know that.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So how far can the Confederate CIC move that he's retreating? Full 15 or?
Yeah, give him a full 15.
That'll be
So
1, 3. Oh shit! He just said move down this road. 6.
No.
I think I'm gonna have him stop at Rother.
yeah, have him stop at Rother. They take him off his horse, get him checked out, and kind of get him patched up a little bit.
Right in view of the enemy CIC.
I love the enemy commander will be like, hey, who's that man in there? It's the enemy commander. What the fuck is the enemy commander
so
doing?
he does that. Stuart just goes back to factory.
Okay, so Stuart has retreated. No cavalry combat this turn. Nice.
All right.
Hey, we should
So for Early's division, he wants them to kind of like get back some cohesion and send out skirmishers.
All right,
So they're not getting into battle line yet. They said, like, just go and like regain their cohesion.
and we'll say they just do a turn.
So
Let's
I
see,
put it on two.
skirmishers,
I do this.
and we'll say
I do-
they go to about. Yeah, we'll give them 1 back. And let's see, what's the range?
There should be in skirmishing range now.
Let me
1.6. Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, let me spawn some gun smoke here. I'm not even gonna. I'll roll for the skirmishers versus skirmishers here. But alright, and then what
then
is
his cannons? He wants them to ignore the skirmishers and fire on the infantry on the other side.
okay? And they're doing counter battery fire. What is alright? Is his infantry going in for an attack, or what are they doing?
Yeah, his words for range was advance 100 paces, and then deploy skirmishers to fight their skirmishers.
Alright.
Okay, I guess that doesn't
And
make
then these
sense.
guys swing around and flank is what he wanted. So,
this unit is not deploying skirmishers?
if they're able to deploy all the way up there and deploy skirmishers, I'm not sure if that's like if they're going to have time, saying that they're moving around the flank.
Yeah, let's say they get about here. No skirmishers out. Skirmishers. Jeez, oh man, a lot of skirmishing in this battle so far.
He wants his skirmishers to focus on their skirmishers.
So I roll for something. I let you slug try to roll for something in the computer and see get another look.
Yeah, let me go ahead and roll for this one because we've got. I'm just gonna for the skirmishers. I'm just gonna say if they break or not. So let's see. So 2.
No. Go.
Alright, so they drive off one unit of Confederate skirmishers, but the Union holds. Over here. 5 Confederates. These skirmishers get driven off. And over here. They succeed in driving off the skirmishers. And we'll just advance them a little bit, leave the gun smoke there to indicate that there was firing. Alright, now the artillery.
2, 1,
man, Confederate artillery is doing horrible today. Alright, let's roll for the Union counter battery fire. I think it's minus. Alright, Union counter battery fire doesn't do anything. Okay.
Well, I think anyone
early,
just
I
happy
think-
playing.
He didn't say this, however, I think he probably should. Are we just gonna leave early here, or move him in line with his guys?
Yeah, move him in line with his guys. I mean, he's not really in any musket range or anything. Union artillery, they just relimbered. Alright.
Okay, then Hooker, he's going to continue his march down towards G. Haywood. So that's 10, I believe.
Yes.
So he arrives.
I
at
have a
Haywood.
question about Hill. I should send any dispatch to now, or I just wait another turn?
Hill can send. Yep, if he writes dispatches this turn, he can send them.
But he cannot receive still any dispatch.
Previous dispatches, or those just you were saying they were captured?
Yeah, previous dispatches were captured, so he receives nothing, but he can send out dispatches. Okay.
Okay.
So he doesn't receive nothing, but he sends something. Okay.
Yeah, if anything was sent to him, they're not making it. But anything that's sent after this will make it, and he can send them now.
Okay.
So can Hill see the Union on the hill over here?
He can see the guns and all the commanders on the hill.
He'll be able to see. Yeah, he can see down here too.
So who's with Heitzelman? All right.
I think the comparison we lost.
I'm getting so pissed off with Stewart. My God.
Why? What's he doing?
He just went back to factory.
Who's even playing Stuart?
Paloma.
Paloma.
Interesting. Okay.
He was your he was one of the company commanders with us in that World War II game, the Battle for Sicily one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was the guy who. Yeah, he was the guy whose company broke. In the middle.
Oh no! I think it was one of the one accident. It was the one.
Yeah.
The
Wait,
one
hold on. We were all in that one.
Yeah, I remember. It was the German commander.
Yeah,
the one
so,
so
he was the one that his company broke, and you ran up there to fill in the gap.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So, yeah, he was the one I injured, or it was someone else. Just to know that.
I got it. I think half our battalion staff got injured.
Literally all of us but Data.
Yeah, it's funny. I have to relate that this two can actually just
let me get
literally failing to kill anyone but the commander. It's just the most fucking hilarious thing. It's just fucking stupid actually going to the commander.
Okay. New. he can see like this.
Let's see. Averill, yeah, they can probably. No, they're on the other side, so.
Okay, so let me see anyone into the phase one. There's not anyone. Yeah, to Shaw Hamilton. What the fuck?
Save as. This is gonna be Stewart's. Yes.
Wait a second. Oh fuck! Wait, I committed a mistake, and let me see. Fuck! I committed a mistake.
What you do?
No, I sent a Heisman a dispatch that was supposed to be for Hamilton.
Just delete it.
Yeah, just go ahead and delete it. Let's
No,
see.
like it was actually technically the turn before.
Hopefully he didn't read it. It's fine. Stuff happens. Alright, so Hooker.
I sent the wrong screenshot earlier. So
Wait, actually,
no problem.
send this to him.
So Hooker.
Sorry, what?
You can see some of the command flags up here. Alright, 1040.
This is
Yeah, let's. Yes, I send to Hamilton now.
Alright, I'm gonna go get orders for Averill, then all the Union generals that are co-located, and go from there. Colonel Averill.
Yeah.
So, your troops have trotted behind. It seems the Confederates went down to G. Seifert farm and made a left and headed to the west towards the E. Rother house. To the north, one of your staggering men noted that the Confederates that were at Dinkle's barn seemed to be moving back up north towards the R. Thomas farm. Other than that, you can hear a lot of sounds of battle happening to the southwest, to the south of Winchester.
Yeah. Can I take my guys south of the agreed point? South in those 3 hills of Abrams Creek. South of Abrams Creek in those 3 hills. E. Rother, what happened?
It seems that's the direction that routed unit, the remaining unit of Confederates went in the direction of.
I see.
So the 3 hills you mean by south of Abrams Creek, kind of the hills that are just north of the H. Fry house.
H. Fry. Where's the H. Fry house?
To the southeast. So let me take a look at your screenshot here. So it's like to the south. So it's those hills are like almost direct west of the J. Willis farm.
Oh no. Abrams Creek, where the text is, and then you should see like 3 hills. Ah!
To the south of them or to the north of them?
Real quick, hold up. Hold up. It's gonna be. Hold up. It's gonna be in the little purple on Averill.
Ah, okay, I gotcha. Alright.
There, yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, understood. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to go there. Should I be worried that there's nobody in the VCs?
What do you mean by that?
Like, I don't see my other colonels and officers in the VCs. Should I be worried?
You can't see all of the VC channels. So, everyone's still here. You're good.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Thought they were captured or something.
No, nothing to that effect yet.
Alright.
Alright.
Proceed. I think we're doing good.
Alright. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hello, gentlemen. So, The Confederates have not committed to a full attack. They sent out a bunch of skirmishers. The artillery has advanced to roughly the El Dorsey house in accordance with the runner from CIC. On the eastern side, your skirmishers were driven off by the Confederates. Their artillery has not yet quite found the range on your troops down there in the creek bed. On the west, you drove off one unit of Confederate skirmishers, but there are still 2 units of skirmishers skirmishing around the creek. The counter-battery fire ordered by Heitzelman against the Confederate artillery seems to not have any effect as of this moment. To the east, the Confederate cavalry that were spotted at Dinkle's Barn seem to have rode back north. Well, northeast, I should say, back up that road. And you can see a small brigade, understrength brigade of Confederate cavalry at the E. Rother house. And it seems that some Confederate in a nice uniform was helped from his horse and carried into the house.
Oh no, their commander took a hit. You should press them, CIC.
All right,
Their
so we'll
commander
start
is
with this.
likely is either dead or blind.
Do your orders first.
You want me to do mine?
Yep, do your orders first.
All right. Do you trust me to give my orders? Because you haven't given me too much guidance. All right. Here are my orders, Slock. I would like those brigades, or the 2 brigades that I have by W. Kearns and Paper Mill. Mm-hmm. They can just take up cover by those buildings where they can. Skirmishers do their skirmish stuff. The brigade that I have across, split in the Tetris formation on the fork of the river, mm-hmm. They can move to the west side of the river and go to those buildings by El Dorsey. And I want it to be able to be so that they can give some cover fire for the other 2 brigades to fall back later. Right now, I just want that Tetris formation to be at El Dorsey. And those cannons can now unlimber, and they can start firing at the troops that are down the road that have that second HQ kind of behind them.
Okay.
Actually, they shouldn't fire. I just realized my own men are right in the way of that. They should hang on.
They've got a firing angle on troops of the 1st Division.
Oh, yeah. Then, start blasting.
Okay. And what about your brigade in the center, that's currently in the building south of Dorsey House?
Are those 3 buildings going to offer any sort of cover for them?
Not really, no.
Okay, then they can just fall back to El Dorsey. And they can do so in open formation, whatever will help them out against that, keeping them safe against the artillery and skirmishers.
Gotcha. Okay. Who's next?
That would
and my cannons? I specifically want them to aim for that HQ.
All right.
It might be better to do counter battery.
No.
Trust me, it's funnier to hit commanders.
Aim for command staff.
Yeah, counter battery is not usually that effective, anyways. But okay. So Hamilton
next. Yep. So I'm going to leave my northernmost brigade where it's at the J Wall Farm.
Okay.
They're going to continue working on their breastworks there. The brigade that is just south of that is going to swing south, get on the road, and begin marching towards the Rother farm. Well, not road marching, but battle march, in line towards the Rother farm.
Okay.
And my southernmost brigade needs to start coming down off the hill and use that creek bed there. I'm going to get slaughtered if I do that. There's 3 brigades there. It's going to shoot me up, CIC.
No, it's a defilade. You'll be okay. So if you start heading down towards Abrams, and the thing is, you don't need to engage. what I need you to do is to put pressure on it so that that northernmost brigade they have pulls back or shifts alignment, so they're not starting to envelop. You don't need to actually engage them. I just need you to put pressure on them.
Okay. Then my southernmost brigade is going to double march, double time down to the defilade there, and begin putting some pressure on that infantry. The artillery can move forward just a little bit to the edge of the hill.
Hang on, I'm gonna pull the artillery control from you. I'm gonna command that one personally.
Okay. All right, then that's it, I guess.
So you're still moving. Okay, so one brigade's moving to E. Rother, one brigade staying at J. Wall, one brigade moving down to Abrams Creek Bed.
Yep.
Okay, and then CIC. What are your orders for the battery under your command?
So that battery, what we're going to do is that northernmost Confederate. I want them to be fired upon. I know they're going through trees, kind of, but that's the one I want targeted by the artillery, kind of closest to Abrams Creek.
Okay.
CIC, if I can make a suggestion.
Yep.
E. Rotherhouse is at 5.
I know. The thing is it's granted it's just a building, but
hey, if they're all huddled up,
it's also horses. Resting. Yeah, okay. We're gonna shift that artillery target to the cavalry at E. Rother.
Yeah, if you get them to break or surrender, then we don't have to deal with them at all.
I want to keep them pinned in that position.
And I mean, their commander's blind. He won't tell them to leave. He's probably having them rest.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen.
Like Mama Porta Potty always said, it's easy to shoot a man when he's sleeping. Mama Porta Potty was vicious.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah, so Little War, he was to go to Hollingworth Mill, then cross the creek and flank the enemy. They confederate.
Hey, Slock, I have a question for you.
Alright, we'll hop in umpire. Thanks for grabbing those orders, Loma.
Okay, so, Early wants to know if he can send out skirmishers from that unit that, his skirmishers were driven back. Or
yeah, sorry for doing that, I forgot them.
No, you're good, you're good.
Slow.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Alright, so Early wants to know if he can resend out skirmishers. I mean, sure.
Is there going to be a penalty, or no?
No.
I mean, from my understanding, it just will be another.
He was waiting on finding that out.
Okay. Yep. All right. So Hooker is coming down and around, so he's gonna have to redo some. Well, his. Let's see.
I delete the lines.
Yeah, go ahead and delete the lines. So he's gonna be about here, with his lead brigade about there, because he's not gonna be in combat, so we can resolve that real quick.
Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
To be honest, this is probably the war for the Confederate. Just seen an entire unit flanking.
Yeah, they're about to have cavalry in their rear. They're about to be outflanked. I think we might end up doing a double turn here soon, just to see what happens once we get orders. Let's see what happens this turn, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Okay, so these.
Yeah. Let's see. Even I forgot the name. He'll get captured because actually I just realized with this moment I think there is a problem and they can cash off the dispatcher. I guess.
All right. For the CIC, is he gonna have his full 15 distance moving off road?
Yes.
All right. So he'll be able to make it down there. So he gets down here to meet with him.
What's he doing with his cavalry? Is he leaving them behind?
He's leaving them there to rest.
They're not going to get much of a rest. They're about to get shelled, and they've got an entire Union brigade marching down the road at them. And cavalry
they're going to die. I mean, they're going to rest in hell.
Alright, so
Stuart cavalry comes down here. They're not able to unsurrender those cavalry over there, are they?
Actually, yes, they are.
I mean,
so we'll bring them up to 6.
Okay, this should be just the most funny thing of all.
Because specifically, Averill said we're leaving those guys behind. They don't have any weapons, but I mean they might be able to grab some
So-
spare sabers and.
I
They
mean,
just-
I'm sure there's weapons on the ground from the guys that died.
Yeah, they're just Jeb's gonna ride up and just see a bunch of cavalrymen sitting there with no weapons.
All right.
All right, so this brigade is coming down off the hill, like that.
All
this
right,
cannon-
Yeah, they're losing.
These guys are going in a battle line. Battle line. Okay, yeah. So these guys are finally actually in battle line.
Okay.
They're just gonna sit here and wait. Now, Reigns is having some complicated maneuvers here.
Oh boy. All right, what do we got?
So he wants his men to be dispersed and slowly advance. I'm not sure exactly how that works. If there's a dispersion that we can give them.
Let's see.
There is a bottom to use. I think got it to. I think this is battalion level instead of regiment.
Yeah, they're in battalion order, but it's still brigade. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll do flip.
What is that?
I think it's 5, right? Or are they smaller? Is the Confederate smaller?
Yeah, just slightly. I made them a little bit under strength. So he's going to be like that.
Slowly advance this way. So advance them a little bit. These guys are also going to slowly advance. And he's going to deploy skirmishers as well.
Okay.
So his skirmishers are going to turn and face this way and hit that brigade. And these skirmishers are
And the cannons.
pushing up to do this.
Oh, I've got. Okay, where are his? All right, what are his cannons doing?
Oh, shit, he didn't actually say what his cannons were doing.
I guess he just shooting
They're
at
going to
people.
continue to, like last orders, hit these guys over here.
Okay, I roll for them. Wish me luck.
We'll say they target the infantry coming down off the hill. What do they roll?
So I roll 4-3. I don't know if it's good.
So they go down 1. Actually, let me throw that up there. Alright, so this Union infantry coming down off the hill goes up to nothing. 1. They go to a 2. Okay. These Union infantry are pulling back towards the Dorsey farm. These guys are also pulling back towards Dorsey. These guys are like that.
Oh god, the Union has arrived in strength.
Yeah, that is.
Alright,
The
let's...
funny thing, they have a fucking unit in reserve, which is the funniest
Does the Union outnumber the Confederates from the beginning?
Yes,
Yes.
they have an entire battalion, entire
But
division.
the Confederates had an objective of conducting a flank attack, and they ended up conducting a full frontal assault. Alright, so let's do something interesting here. We've got... The Union artillery was specifically told to target the commander at Roth, so they see him ride off. Are they in range? They are in range, so the entire... Oh,
So,
Lord.
do we want to make this like a cleaner line, or I don't know what we want to do with this? over here.
They advanced in loose order, so let me hold on. Let me roll for this real quick. All right. All right. Let's roll for the 2 Union batteries. See if any of them roll a 6. Okay. Oh boy. All right. So 9. Let's see. Another 9. And an 8. Oh, interesting. Alright, so
That's safe, I think.
what should we do with that? Should another Confederate commander get injured?
I mean, Reigns has been sitting here the whole time within range.
Alright, so the Confederates are sitting around having their planning conference, and a shell goes off, and Reigns is struck in the leg. Alright, so...
Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is just beautiful chaotic.
All right.
So we're just gonna leave this as it is, like not like reoriented or.
Nah, probably will reorient.
Yeah, they're probably gonna turn this way. So Gunsmoke. They're firing on that unit. These guys are firing. Alright, so where'd my dice go? Up here. Let's see how the
I
Confederates.
guess it will focus on this unit. I guess.
Yeah.
all
Alright,
these
so-
guys are focusing on this.
So no effect there. Let's roll one more because they've got skirmishers. They're advancing, and 2. So those Union troops take fire from the artillery. And let's see about those Confederates versus those Union skirmishers real quick. Alright. Those Confederate skirmishers are driven back. And we'll say these skirmishers are also driven back. We'll readjust that a little bit.
Shoot the commander for the lulz. Just shoot the
They
minor
can't
commander.
see. They can't see it. They can't see
They-
it.
I mean, I
Oh,
guess
no.
someone will just write about Sire, we're being flanked. Save a fucking flank. I guess someone will write that. I guess
They
on a
can't
moral.
fucking see it.
They can't. Wait, it's out of visual range? Oh no. Alright, they can see the dust cloud. They can see the dust cloud. Let's have just a slight little bit of pity. Oh, I gotta roll for those 2 Union batteries targeting the infantry. Oh man, they drew. Okay, so 5
God,
and
why are
5,
you rolling
3,
black?
Clone
Right, there you go.
3. All right, so these Confederates are under artillery fire.
They also can't see the cavalry coming from behind them.
God, they're just blind.
Oh,
Just
man.
completely blind.
All right, so what do we want to have? All right, hold on. Let's do this.
I think they see dust over here and dust over here.
They
God,
see,
not
they, they see the dust. They do not see the cavalry.
Okay, they don't see the cavalry. Okay.
No.
I mean, he's probably the best of.
Actually,
What
you know
was
what?
happening?
When Hill came back, he might have seen this cavalry. Yeah, we'll be fair about that because he's going to ride back this way and he's going to see this cavalry there. So they know there's cavalry coming.
Wait, we never roll for this, no? We did a roll for the infantry fight.
I rolled for the 1 brigade. Let me see what that other Confederate brigade rolls. 1.
Nothing.
Hey, the Confederates are rolling poor, right? Okay. Alright, so Rains is now wounded.
Any effect?
They're all together, so let's say no. No effect on that. It was such a penalty on Hill because he was all alone. So no effect on Rains because he can just tell he's got 3 command staffs there. They know about the dust cloud.
I mean, he probably just have 1.5.
So what is this?
Knowing what happened to Hill, to be honest.
Brigade?
2 brigades of cavalry.
Okay.
Okay. Screenshots. Let's get orders, and then let's run a double turn, and then we'll call it.
What is a double turn? As a stupid could sound, I am new to this.
So we'll just get orders, and then we won't worry about dispatches. We'll just run 2 turns, and then we'll bring everyone back to the lobby.
Okay, so I do not send anything now?
Wait, so like I get orders for 2 turns from them?
No. Don't let them know that it's 2 turns. Just try and get as detailed orders as you can of what the men are to do when they arrive, where they're going, and stuff.
Okay,
I
so
send
this is just like a
now.
normal turn.
Yeah, yep, it's just a normal turn.
I have a question right now
Yes.
about dispatch because that means I will not send anyone, I think, this turn. Or at least it will be useless.
9. He can't see shit.
Go ahead and send dispatches this turn. Why is Porter still in that voice chat? Okay. So, Porter, it is now 11 o'clock. Porter, Heinzman, and Hamilton. Averill.
Everyone's gonna get.
I feel bad for the
Thing one.
Confederacy.
Where is it?
I really.
Yeah.
It
I
is,
mean, if they win this,
it is 11 o'clock.
if they win this, God is on their side, really, because I cannot see anything. Someone to think they can really win this. To be honest.
Yeah, I think all we're trying to see now is if the Confederates manage to recover their commander, or if it's a total defeat. If the Confederates lose an entire division.
That is actually the point. They are going to die, or they are going to survive. That is the question at the center.
Right.
I'm gonna start getting. Oh, and we need to co-locate Reigns, Early, and Hill. Yeah, Reigns, Early, and Hill.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna get orders.
Yep. Same.
Don't you remember the entire discussion we had where I said I don't think I should go down there? I'm going to get fucked.
You're fine.
And you guys
No, I was eating pizza.
Oh, God. Okay.
All right, gentlemen. So, off to the west, you can see Hooker coming in, and his troops are around the Hollingsworth Mill, marching south. More of your skirmishers are driven off, and the Confederates are coming in for an attack. The Hamilton, your brigade that marched down the hill, took some Confederate artillery fire. Some casualties were taken, and they are now engaged across Abrams Creek. Porter, your two brigades are engaged by the El Dorsey Farm, mostly by skirmishers, and your 3rd Brigade had some more skirmishers driven off by West Kearns. Your artillery is having some effect on the Confederate infantry around that area. Interestingly enough, the commander that was at E. Roth House was well enough to ride, and he has now called a conference of Confederate officers. And the battery on the hill seems to have gotten a lucky shot, as you see one Confederate officer no longer on his horse after the smoke clears.
I told you it was you, CIC. I would never be so ungentlemanly.
So, also to the northeast, there is no sign of that Confederate cavalry anymore. And your Hamilton, your other brigade, is marching down in battle line towards the E. Roth House, where there is still a understrength brigade holding there. And in the distance, one last thing, in the distance from southeast of the E. Roth House, you can see some dust and a possible U.S. flag. So you think it might be your cavalry.
Oh.
Good.
Okay.
Wait a second.
That sounds.
How sure are we? Because what time in the war is
that's actually pretty likely, because I did tell him to come back this way to come in behind them. So it's
I'm
actually
just
pretty
saying,
likely.
there's some weird Confederate flags that look a lot like the real flag.
I got a message. I got a message from our cavalry a while ago that they were coming to Winchester. So
yeah,
that's.
And I did tell the cab to come back this way. That's fine. We'll keep. Well, here's no. We're gonna draw them in. Is what we're gonna do. So because right now
they're gonna see them too.
Yeah, because right now we have 2nd Division coming across, and they'll be able to hit this really weakened Confederate force south of Kearns. So what I want you to do, Hamilton, is this unit that's currently getting kind of hammered. Start pulling them back towards the hill.
All right.
John, I want you to pull back these 2 brigades that you have a little bit back, kind of towards Dorsey more, kind of like Dorsey Hill.
Yeah, on the
like kind of
west
yeah,
bank.
kind of like straddle the river, straddle the creek, one on the west, one on the east.
Okay.
And then I want all the artillery, so your 2 batteries and my batteries, they're going to fire on this attack by Abrams Creek.
So like focused, or just like all 3 of us just aim towards gray uniforms?
Gray uniforms. Aim for that big cluster. The 2 brigades pretty close on the northern side.
Do cannonballs still bounce at this point?
We're using canister, not canister. We're using
at this point the word use shell shot. Exploding shells.
Yep.
They don't use
then I say, here's my suggestion, CIC. I can keep firing through their infantry, though, with my artillery at El Dorsey into their artillery, and you know what? Their HQs are around there too.
No, I want to. I want to cripple this. I'm not too worried about that because the thing is, they're gonna they're gonna move quickly from that spot after we just hit them. I want to.
They're not going to push the
crack.
cavalry. But
No,
I
they're
need-
gonna
I
pull
need help.
they're gonna pull their commanders back. So I want to crack these two attacking brigades with our artillery.
okay.
Hamilton, keep that where that infantry is now going towards Rother. Just keep them there because if it is Confederates, I don't want you to get overextended. So just keep them there because it still protect the flank.
How about I detach some skirmishers from that brigade and push them to the creek?
The skirmishers or the brigade?
Detach skirmishers from the brigade and send the skirmishers up to the creek there.
That's fine. That works.
I'm also
In
going
fact,
to
you
detach.
should send skirmishers to the Roth House.
That's
No.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I'm
okay.
going to go to the creek in front of the Roth House or whatever it is.
Yes. Yes,
I'm also
I'm
going to
good with
detach
that.
skirmishers from my brigade that's currently engaged. I'm going to detach skirmishers and then fall back with the rest of the brigade.
Yeah, just go into open order.
Don't come
And then
up the hill. Stay underneath it. But I want to pull them back towards the hill and kind of force them into a not great engagement.
Yeah.
If you go up the hill, you need to go up to the west side of the guns. So the left
All
side.
right, you
of the
got all
guns.
that right, Flock?
Yep, I got all of it.
Right, yeah.
Oh, wow, I was kidding. Well done.
Yeah, so to stock that brigade, they're going to detach my southernmost brigade. They're going to detach skirmishers where they're at now. They're going to withdraw to the base of the hill under the artillery, so the artillery can shoot over their heads.
Understood.
Yeah, and my most westernly, this is Porter's most westernly brigade that's right by the paper mill.
Mhm.
They can withdraw to about where the artillery is.
Okay, understood. All right, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Colonel Averill.
Yeah.
So you are advancing across open ground. You can see, though, in the distance there is a relatively large battle being fought, and and you can also tell from a distance that just on top of the deserted hill, to the top left of the screenshot, there are Union flags on top of that hill, and you can see
On top of deserted, right? Union
Yes.
flags. on top.
Yep. In front of you, you assume that there are probably Confederate forces, but the battle is shifting to the north towards Winchester. And then also you can see the shattered remnants of that understrength brigade at E. Roth House.
Oh, shit. Where is the fighting happening at L Dorsey?
It seems to be in that general vicinity, yes. Being fought
Thank
along
you.
Abrams Creek.
Along Abrams Creek. Let me look at my handy dandy map. Well, I think we'll proceed with the original plan. I'll just go to these three hills there. Is there any enemies reported in those 3 hills or what?
You cannot see any enemies on those hills.
Yeah, we go on those hills, 3 hills south of Abrams Creek. Like I said.
Alright, thank you.
Yep.
General Hooker.
Oh. Let's see here. I'm going to kind of countermand my march a little bit here. I want to form up my division on the road that I just marched on. So I'm going to have my brigades counter march a bit, and I'm going to have them line up from the intersection near the M. Morris house all the way up to kind of the south of town there. Just in a 3 in a row kind of line on that road, on that hill, with my HQ right behind them.
Okay, so where are the ends of your line?
It's going to be that intersection just south of M. Morris, all the way up to however long the line stretches right south of Winchester there.
Okay, so M. Morris is the end of your line, correct? and everything else extends to the north.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez, the Union just missed a beautiful opportunity.
What did it? Sorry.
Hooker pulled back.
No.
You've got the opportunity to outflank the entire Confederate line, and you've pulled back.
You have the American superiority. You're winning. God. Who was that? It was that. Followed by Hooker.
Yes.
How is it possible to ford the creek?
Yes.
Abrams?
Yep.
Is it going to fuck with their disorganization though?
They're already in loose order, so no.
For Early's Corps or Early's division?
No. Nope. It'll
No,
just
won't fuck with it?
yeah, no. It'll just depend if they get under artillery fire or not, but no.
Okay.
Okay, I think it will end up the battle. I think.
Yeah, let's see if we'll run this. So right now we're not gonna go back to the players. We're gonna run a double turn. So we'll roll for one turn, continue the orders, see what happens 2 turns in, and then we'll call everyone back up.
Okay, you can let me in again. I was kicked out of the game. I cannot re-enter with the other link. The older link.
If you go to TTS and go to join, and if you go to the search bar, put in ACW Meet, and the password is in chat. Let me.
What is the power for it?
I'm putting it in chat right now. I just don't, because I'm recording, I don't want to put that out there.
Thank you.
Alright, I don't think he got Stewart. Jeb Stewart.
Hey.
Hello. Have you given your orders by chance yet?
I think so. I think my orders for this turn were to ride with my cavalry to E. Rother.
Yep. Okay. Just confirming.
Yep.
Because there's a big hole they can punch through then.
Yeah, except, so you see, it'll take time for them to actually organize a force that's more than a single brigade. Like you
want to
are,
feint? Is what you're asking?
What?
You want to feint? Open the pocket, have them rush in, and then close it behind them?
No, that's not what I'm saying, because, I mean, if I go west and I face off against the forces there, then I can't exactly just turn around and come back, but, I mean, I could leave a division here with you, and then there's still force parity, and then you would
That's
have
true.
the cavalry as well for anything that tried to cross. But, I don't forget that anyways, because if they're already at Hollingsworth Mill, I don't think I can test that, so I think we should just pull back.
Just pull back a bit. I'll go take a look at what's going on and come back.
I want to meet up around the intersection down the south from here.
You want to go that far back?
Well, yeah,
I wouldn't
again,
go
like
that
I
far
said,
back.
they're not going to just again, if the entire point
That's
is to
fine
make
then.
sure
If
we
they
don't
want to
get
sit their
flanked.
pretty asses on the other side of the river the whole fucking day, great. We've done our job. That's fantastic.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I don't believe in feinting to then try and hit them as they're crossing. If we're within attacking range, they're not going to cross, and if we're there, they can still just flank us anyways. Yeah. So yeah, let's go back to the intersection.
Gentlemen,
I do not think going back to the fully back to the intersection and letting them cross unopposed is a wise decision.
Gentlemen, we need orders.
Back off enough just to be out of ineffective cannon range, but don't go all the way back to the crossings.
So
I mean, unless that is where you have to go to get out of effective cannon.
Well, we can back up a foot here, and then they move up the cannons and fire on us, and we have to back up again. And either way, we're still open to the flanking attack.
Then we're buying time for cavalry to get here. Anyway, you guys give your orders. I'm headed over here.
All right, back up about halfway to the intersection, then I guess. With the cannons as well.
Okay.
Oh, the cannons are limbering now?
Infantry or
limber with the cannons.
Back to
Okay.
intersection. Is it the
Yeah, down south there's the V-shaped intersection.
Yeah.
I want to get about halfway towards that.
So you want
or
to
if I'm already
too?
limber up the cannons. I don't want to leave it if we are backing up here.
Okay, if you're doing that, then for my units, I'm going to have my skirmishers conduct a fighting retreat, and my main brigades to form a line with the first division that's falling back.
Yeah, bring back the skirmishers too. I don't want them to get overrun by.
Oh, you don't want
if
the
it's gonna be
skirmishers?
cavalry.
Okay, so I'll bring the skirmishers back with me as well,
And you're just
but
gonna
place them in front of my brigade, just in case.
You're just gonna have your brigade form a line at the
Yes.
most southern. Okay.
Do you want your artillery to unlimber once we get there, or not yet?
Yes. Unlimber once you get there. Start
you're moving
and
your
open
whole-
fire.
So Range, you're moving your whole brigade back that intersection as well.
I'm gonna form a line with the first division wherever they end up forming.
Okay.
Hey, here, if you want to get a visual, I'm streaming.
Yeah.
I'm assuming unless either of you disagree, something along the lines of that.
I would also, yeah, I think that's pretty good. Just so we can cover our flanks and have the artillery just in the middle, looking down both. I guess the fork in the road.
I could have it on the hill if you want.
No, that's true. There's a hill. Forgot about that.
Early in Reigns, where are you guys going, like individually?
I guess I'm going to the hill.
Okay.
I want to stay on the left
hill?
flank. I want to stay on the left flank to see anything that's coming.
I'll stay on the
That
right
middle
flank. Yeah, sure. I'll stay on the middle hill.
Okay.
Stay in the hill. You get a bit more range and try to see if anything's coming up behind us because there is cab
That's
behind
true.
us.
And then
Well,
early,
we'll find
you're
out.
going to the left flank.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds
Hopefully,
good.
this will also buy us enough time for Jeb to get here with his cav.
All right. Sounds
Got
good.
it.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, thank you all.
So, as
Oh, that was they're debating forever on what to do. Also,
yeah,
I'm not
so-
sure how well this is gonna go because I see the Union cavalry coming in.
So I think we're just gonna call it. I mean, they've got cavalry. They're gonna get at least a brigade hitting the flank. But at the same time, the Union Hooker had a beautiful opportunity here, and he pulled back.
Yeah. Well, he scared the shit out. That's why they're retreating, is because they saw the dust cloud.
But he didn't carry through the attack. But all right,
If he would have, they'd be completely screwed. But
Right.
that's why they're pulling back, is because of the dust cloud.
so let's just do this real quick. So they're retreating. 2 brigades of Union cavalry hit them on the retreat. Let's at least roll for that.
Well, let's try for the Confederacy to survive this day. If not, they're marching to Richmond today.
Alright, let's say they're doing that. Don't move them the whole way back. Move them like halfway back for the AAR. So, Confederates, we're just going to give them 1 dice. Okay.
It's
So they managed to do
form a score of the last minutes, I guess.
I think that's the first 6 the Confederates have rolled all game. Alright, so they managed to damage the attack on its way in.
Four, 5, 2. Actually, that is pretty good, actually.
So this attack, man, let's say it's something like this. Coming in like that.
It feels so weird, the cavalry right now. 19 is in the room. Okay.
And we'll go with that. Okay. I'm gonna let's go to the lobby. We'll bring everyone in.
I'm gonna delete all these lines.
No, leave the lines.
Okay.
Yep,
Into the lobby.
just because it's kind of a turn in motion. I see no need to run a double turn here. Both sides are kind of pulling back. No one's being really over aggressive. I think we're gonna call this one. I think we're gonna call this one a Union minor victory. They didn't follow.
But then
They didn't
I guess
follow-
the skirmishers up here would be fighting these guys too.
Yeah. They didn't. The Union failed to destroy this attack. The Confederates are managing because Hooker didn't follow through on his attack. The Confederate forces can retreat south and disengage. The cavalry attack didn't go that well against them. It failed to break the line. Also, Confederate casualties aren't that high. Union casualties, they've taken some casualties. They've got a brigade that got shot up by artillery. They've lost a bunch of guys skirmishing. And also, you've got 2 Confederate commanders that are wounded right now. So, alright, let's go to the lobby. I'll start bringing people up.
I'm going. Lobby.
Really?
Time to teach you traders your place.
Wait, why are we all here?
Alright.
Just to be friends and play a game together.
Alright.
Like,
Shit, what
we were
happened?
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the middle of like very high level coordination negotiations.
Okay.
Well, the man's here, so we can ask him. Slock?
So I'm going to ask everyone to go on mute. We're going to hear from the CICs before I share my screen and the results, and then we'll go through umpires, players, the usual stuff like the James games. So first we're going to hear from the Confederate commander, Daniel Hills. How do you think you're doing?
Hey. I thought we were doing okay, not amazing. The experience that basically the plan that we had here is the cavalry was starting up here. And the infantry was standing here with the artillery split. The idea was they would go down here, head up to just below Winchester, and form basically a blocking force along this river. As I thought that the Union was starting here, and their objective was just to get south, right? So I thought the most likely position was this. So just wanted to rush up there, put us in between them and their objective, and try to deal as much damage as we can. And then either get out of dodge or turn them back. The cavalry was supposed to head here, split up between Burnt Factory, Schoolhouse, and then actually over here, and set up at Dinkle's Barn, and on top of this place called Deserted for some reason. And that's just in case, both to screen for the army to get over there, but also to just in case the Union had decided to head down here instead and leave at this corner of the map somehow. We got into a bit of a scuffle at J. Fitz, unfortunately. I had intended to give orders not to get engaged whatsoever and to avoid it, but both the Union and Confederate Cav, I believe, came from these two trenches, and because of the forest, I guess we didn't see each other and just bumbled into each other here. After that, I gave orders to basically, because we saw troops up here, it's like, okay, when they show up, basically run for it. But I guess we were blinded by the forest and we got hit, and I was wounded. After that, I got here, realized that, okay, they did show up, and then tried to recall the Cav, and that was about it. I was trying to figure out what was going over here, because we saw clouds of dust, and we were going to fall back to this position. So, yeah, I thought we'd have a couple more turns.
All right. And then the CIC.
Can you zoom out, Nero?
And then the CIC for the Union, General Heinzelman.
I think we're absolutely crushing it. I will replay the favor here and kind of show out what we did. So we came in from these 3 roads right here. We were able to come in from any of the northern. Our objective was to screen a rebel force and control the area around Winchester. So our plan was to get the cavalry to go and secure these areas originally. And then once our 1st Division showed up, we sent the cavalry off to go scout to the east, which is where they started running into Cav into these locations. Our 3rd Division was set up here as a blocking force, and then we had our 2nd Division up here as a reserve. The moment we saw the rebels come down here, we started shifting forces from the 3rd and the 1st, and then we sent the 2nd entire second division along this way to go and start enveloping and squeezing the rebel left. So I think that's about where we ended up. Is my second division was starting to form up for their attack, and I think we had our cavalry coming back up this road. So, yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. So this is the situation currently. So this is like halfway through the turn. The Union cavalry was about here, trying to get to these three hills as the Confederates are initiating this withdrawal maneuver. We ran it that they slam into the most right Confederate brigade, and we were going to run results from there. But this charge was relatively indecisive. They've managed to do some damage to this brigade, but they haven't managed to carry their attack on through. So the Confederates are managing to withdraw and break contact. At the same time, though, the Union forces are also pulling back, trying to bait the Confederates into an attack that's not going to come. Umpires, we were pretty surprised. Hooker came down from the south, and I don't think Lincoln is going to give you a continuation on your commission because Hooker had a very beautiful opportunity. His forces reached here. The Confederate command was all huddled over here. They saw the dust cloud, and Hooker had a beautiful opportunity to completely turn the Confederate line. And instead, he withdrew back to the hill up here. So that's why we called it. We were originally going to run a double turn to see how badly the Confederates got.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Oh, my God.
Alright, soundboard's off. Soundboard's off. Come on. Stay muted, please. We're recording. So that's why we called it, was the Confederates are going to be able to have the option to withdraw if they want to, and the Union forces are not in a position to go into an overwhelming attack. So like both CICs said, what was interesting about this was the Union forces were told to deploy from the north, and they were told that there were Confederate forces somewhere to the south. But instead the Confederates had the option to deploy entirely on the eastern side of the map. And interestingly enough, they deployed at these two roads. Confederates were a division under strength compared to the Union. The Union did outnumber them. But thinking with this briefing was if the Confederates could take advantage of positioning to launch some type of flanking attack on the Union on the march. Interestingly enough, also, both sides had Winchester, the town of Winchester, as a CIC objective. Was interesting to see the CIC for the Confederates acting almost as a detached cavalry commander. Yes, your orders were to not get engaged, but entering these woods here, you actually bumped into the rear column of some Union cavalry. And the 2nd Brigade of the Union Cavalry was here, and they just came in, and we took a little bit of pity on you by not saying you were completely captured and out of the fight with that. Overall, I think it was a very interesting game. This might be a scenario that maybe later on we use the same deployments, but we have reinforcements come in, so that would be an interesting scenario to run with this. But for right now, we're gonna turn it over to the umpires. We had one first-time umpire and one dispatch umpire. So first, I'm gonna turn it over to Leo real quick to give his thoughts on the game, and then we'll hear from Ryan.
Hello. Yes, I was the dispatch umpire. I think you see me. Trying to send the dispatch. Also, one thing Slack didn't mention, but I will mention is that Hill was for the Confederacy. I think you did not receive from 4 minutes a dispatch because he was from Hill and the other way back because he was injured and he could not receive or send the dispatch because he was in the wrong. And that was pretty interesting for me. That's actually weird. So yeah, sorry for not sending, but that was what happened. I was ordered to do it. And also regarding the battle, yes, I actually was surprised about Stuart and I forgot the name. Hook actions at the end. Stuart generally good. Yeah, I actually, to be honest, I was surprised by many things. I found it fun to just see how to just develop. Yes, I actually found it interesting. I could say that. You didn't know what else to say. Sorry.
All good, all good. So Ryan, we'll hear from you. I think this was your first time umpiring as well, actually.
Yeah. So this is my first time umpiring, so definitely made some mistakes there. Sorry. We got it all resolved though. I was umpire for the Confederate forces. Uh, it was. You guys did a really good job. My only thing was that I really think that it was kind of a mistake splitting up your cavalry so much because anytime you guys would bump into anything, you guys didn't have enough forces to really fight off the Union, who were more massed together with their cavalry forces. That especially with the battle at J Fitz, it just turned really bad really quickly for you. It was definitely, though, you guys did I would say fairly well. Other than the cavalry, I don't know what they were doing most of the game. But yeah, the guys down south, yeah, don't know really what to say about that. But it was good. It was good.
All right, so we'll just go down the list of players here to give their thoughts, and we'll real quick revisit General Heintzelman.
Yeah, no, it's a good game. The thing that surprised me is the Confeds being a division under strength. I was expecting more mirror match, so I kept more troops in reserve than I probably really needed to, just because I was waiting for a division to show up. I thought it was on some really weird easternly northern flank. But yeah, no, I think all things considered, it went good. I would have been interesting to see how it would have resolved if we kept going, but probably wouldn't have gone the way I thought because Hooker was not where I was expecting him by the end of the game. But yeah, overall, great game.
Okay. General Hamilton for the Union, the 3rd Division.
Howdy. First of all, thank you, umpires, for running this. I know this is not easy to do. Yeah, I was basically on the eastern flank for most of the game with my division there. I started out basically guarding the farmlands there, setting up breastworks. We really did expect another Confederate division to come in from the east somewhere. So I did mention this when we were kind of gathered in the HQ that I feel like in games like this where you have an attacking force like the Confederates, you kind of expect them to outnumber you a little bit. And then we find out that we actually outnumbered them, which was a surprise to us. So we were very cautious. But I mean, good game to the Rebels, good game to us. It was a fun one. Not much. I didn't actually do very much the whole game. I just kind of guarded and protected and set up to destroy that invisible Rebel attack that was supposed to be on the way.
Okay. Union Cavalry Commander, Colonel Averill.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun game. I loved the little duel I had at the east. That was pretty fun. I felt like the plan though was to kind of just chase, not chase, but sort of just wait for the Confederate cavalry to come in. That's why it was sort of when you said that they were going north from, I think, a little bit to the east. What was it? Oh man, G something. They went north, and I went north to just counter. Most of it was just me countering with cavalry, but there's some sort of there's a lot of decisions that I always have to consider. There's I think exposed cavalry north. There's a Confederate cavalry that I could have killed. I decided not to, and I think it was better that I didn't. There's also the enemy CIC there. I could have probably taken him out at Router, enemy CIC at Router, but I decided to attack the main body in the rear, try to defeat their forces there. But I felt like from all the games I've played, this one's more of a really smaller scale fighting than the larger scale fighting I'm used to. I always felt like as defender, my previous experience was always to be on the offensive, and I'm happy it still worked. Be a bit more aggressive than the attacking force, but pretty fun game. I think I did leave out a surrendering force at Day Fitz, though. The 9, I just
So real quick about that, actually, we discussed that you did leave those surrendering Confederates there. They stayed there, and Jeb Stuart went down to Dinkles, came back around, and then actually followed. So right now he's got half a brigade of Confederates with some captured Union weapons. Some of those guys have just knives on them. They're not much use, but he did manage to recover those prisoners you left behind.
I didn't want to kill them. I just sought forgiveness for them.
No good deed goes unpunished, I believe the saying goes. All right, we're going to go back to the Confederate commander, Daniel Hill.
Hi, yeah. So looking at everything now, I think the biggest mistake I made was actually in the briefing stage. I think that if the briefing was what I thought it was, which was that we wanted to prevent them from going south, I think our positioning was relatively good. I mean, the Union showed up right where we thought they would. And if we were on force parity, I think we'd be in a pretty solid situation. But I think somehow I got in my mind that the Union wanted to go south, that we needed to stop them, and that we had to sprint across the map to make that happen. And with that objective, I think we had a solid idea on how to do that. But I think that if I had the foresight to have realized that it was that was not to occur, yeah, we would have deployed a lot more north than we actually did. Probably, yeah. I'm not sure exactly where. I'd have to take a look at the terrain more properly, and then maybe we could have gotten a better engagement off. Yeah.
So, real quick, just to recover the briefing you received. So, the Confederate briefing was Union forces are marching south, and your corps has been detached to attempt a flanking maneuver around the enemy army to the west. You may deploy at any of the eastern roads. The Union briefing was your corps has been ordered to the area of Winchester to secure the crossroads there as the remainder of the army maneuvers to the west off map. Command has received reports of Confederate forces to the south and has ordered you to screen the main army. So this was a bit of a deception play for the Union to give the Confederates that force a little bit of a multiplier for being under strength. That the Union got some faulty intelligence that, the Confederates are to the south when they were able to deploy to the east. But you guys did end up coming from the south anyways. So moving on to Gabriel Rains, who was the Confederate 2nd Division commander.
Well, first of all, good game to all those who played. Thank you to the umpires for a pretty solid game, even though it was fairly quick by, I guess, Kriegsspiel standards. I guess for my division, our plan was just the first, 2 hours was following the 1st Division until we deployed by Abrams Creek. We honestly thought that we had to fight our way across a Pecan Creek, or even at Sulphur Springs Run. We started hearing gunfire, which we now know was the debacle at J. Fitz and Ferguson. But we had no idea where the cavalry was even. We didn't know that anyone was captured at all. So we were pulling back for that reason, where we thought that the Union would launch a full frontal scale assault against our lines. But in the initial stage at Abrams Creek, where there was piecemeal Union forces and we had the local numerical superiority, surprisingly enough, we were able to, at least I was able to, beat off 8th Brigade and force other brigades to open up on us, which I think was good. But hearing about the Hooker left hook, which was coming down our side now, it would have been a very difficult struggle going forward, which, like what the Slog and the umpire said, would have been fun to see what happened, but I'm surprised to even hear that the Union did not follow up with that attack, which would be something that probably should have happened. But overall, great game. Kudos to both sides.
Okay. Confederate Cavalry Commander Jeb Stuart.
Actually,
yeah.
can I go first? I gotta go to bed. My girlfriend's calling.
Okay, yep,
Yeah, no problem.
go real quick.
sorry to interrupt, Jeb. My name is John Porter Potty, and I was in charge of the first division down there. We did great. I thought at 9:40 when I saw that you had two HQs at the front of the column that I was like, oh, there's a lot more guys here than I thought there'd be. So I sent out a letter to the rest of the Americans, and I told them that, hey, there's some traders coming up here, and if you're not here by 11 a.m., I'm going to be overwhelmed. And then I figured you guys were splitting so that you could cross a little bit more effectively. So I had my guys on the north bank, like kind of go open formation so they wouldn't get shot up by your cannons, and then start to cross. And I just was trying to jam you guys up before, just slow you down so that I could get reinforcements. Aside from that, I thought game was well played. I really enjoyed. I really, really liked Slack, how there was a dedicated umpire for dispatching. Like, that felt like such a luxury. Leon, you did so good with that. As soon as, like, I knew, I tagged the umpires to get these done, it felt like I had figured that out. And that was just felt like a really smooth umpire experience. I would love to play on this map again. It's an absolutely, like, gorgeous map. It's really cool. I think there's a whole bunch of areas where I'd love to have a rumble on.
All right. Well, this map is one of the Wolf Tin maps, so yeah, he definitely does good work.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you, John Porter Potty, I guess, for your performance tonight.
Everyone have a good night. I can't wait to watch it on YouTube tomorrow.
YouTube.
GG, everyone.
All right.
Okay.
We'll hear from Jeb Stewart. We'll hear from you now.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, Ryan, for helping to umpire. Enjoyed the game. So, yeah, the cavalry force for the Confederates was supposed to act as sort of a kind of like a tripwire force. So we split our cav up at Burnt Factory, Schoolhouse, J-Fits, and Deserted, and then were ambushed at J-Fits, so that kind of interrupted our overall screening plan. And so I think it felt a little bit kind of like playing a cat and mouse game, because looking at hindsight now, it probably would have been better for all of us to stay together. But since we were also split up, if one of our units was caught, we were pretty much done for. So I was kind of just running around between Dinkle's barn all the way back to factory, back and forth, which wasted a lot of time. But I think the main goal is trying to avoid the Union cavalry, and then eventually made my way down to back through J-Fits, regrouping with the prisoners, and then made my way to Erother. And if we had another turn, would have tried to make my way to the Confederate main force, and might have run into the Union cavalry, which was there at the time. So sorry for joining the fight so late, but hopefully we were able to do something.
All right. Joseph Hooker.
All right. Yeah, I think I want to talk about the move to pull back at the end there. I think that's kind of because I was in reserve the whole time. I was up north and holding out for about an hour or two, and then I raced south when I heard about reports of combat, and I'm looking for reinforcements. So I came south through Winchester, and then I was ordered to cross the creek at Hollingsworth Mill and make that attack east. Kind of what was going through my head there, a few things. My first game of Kriegsspiel was last time at the Metz battle. I got pretty heavily punished for making a rash attack, so that was definitely weighing on my mind. And then another factor I was thinking about was kind of our overall mission, which was to screen Winchester, basically delay if they're pushing through. And so I kind of reasoned that I think it'd be better to have a reserve in the center, or kind of more backed up on a strong position than trying to make a dashing attack across the open field. And then kind of the main thing was what I saw in front of me in terms of Confederate forces. I saw that they had essentially a fresh division. I mean, 3 isn't like 3 health, however you want to call it, isn't exactly fresh, but it's relatively fresh. And I also saw they were falling back. So, to some degree, they were going to be out of my reach, or at least they're falling back to organize a defense, which it sounds like they were. And so I would have kind of just been running across the field into a prepared enemy, and I probably would have gotten a pretty bloody nose. I didn't have any artillery support, and I wasn't entirely sure what was happening in the center. To me, it looked like we might be falling back. So I was more concerned about holding the center than trying to push any kind of advantage there. Maybe it would have worked out, maybe not. I'm not really convinced, even looking at it now, to be honest. But it's interesting to think about for sure.
Okay. Well, with that justification, we won't change your name to McClellan quite yet.
I'll take it.
All right. And then lastly, we have Jubal Early, which was the Confederate, I believe you were 1st Division.
So, in the beginning, I was thinking about, quickly trying to get across the creek to overwhelm the few defenders there. But the combination of the CIC had told me to hold the creek, and I didn't feel too comfortable so immediately going off script, because I kind of feel like when you're playing Kriegsspiel, you have to give up a bit of your autonomy for the sake of, whenever I'm CIC at least, I always want to see my plan put forward. But also, there was some insane Union artillery attacks. Like, I think that the very first turn I saw the Union, once they deployed artillery, there was just 2, artillery that were firing, and they both managed to get a brigade halfway towards routing in a single turn at long range. That was very confusing to see. So I think that the Union had some very strange artillery rules that I don't, at least like based on the James system that this is based on, I don't know how that happened. But I played it where it lie. The Union did play very well with their positioning, I think. And I did disagree to a certain extent with the philosophy that my CIC took towards planning, but I can't really argue too much with it. I wasn't too present for planning, so I'm not trying to blame anyone else. But I think if I had been in charge, I don't know, I mean, the Confederate overall strategy, I think, was a bit confused, just in the fact that once we arrived here, there wasn't really much of an actionable plan for us to follow once we reached here. Like, I was told to hold here, so that was what I was doing. I think we definitely could have benefited from a more clear long-term plan beyond just holding them at the creek, which at its on its face is not a bad plan. Again, I don't want that to be the takeaway from what I'm trying to say. It was a good instinct to try and fight them out the river here before they could get across, but I think we could have benefited a bit more from a stronger voice from our CIC, a bit more of a firm idea of, okay, this is what we're going to be doing. This is each of your objectives from here on out once we arrived. Yeah, as surprising as it is, I would say that, yeah, if I were to give any advice to my CIC, it would be, give just a little less autonomy to each player, which is, usually not something you would hear from a Kriegsspiel player. But yeah, thanks to Slock for running things, thanks to the other umpires. And again, GG to the umpire. GG to the Union, sorry.
So, in closing, I will say that the Union artillery, this game definitely ate their Wheaties. They were not given hardtack before this battle. I think the Confederates in the entire battle rolled 1-6, and the artillery for the Union just kept running sixes left and right. I don't know what was going on with that, so... Yeah, and then with that, we did give you guys a chance to recover because you were out of action for a while, but at the end of the day, it didn't make or break the game for you. So at least that can't have it on that one artillery roll. But good takeaways for everyone. I think this was a good game. One last question that I'm going to pose is to the Confederate. Well, let me say this first. I'll pose this to Heitzelman first. If you're in this position and you know the rest of your Union army is somewhere off to the west, are you calling for any type of reinforcements?
Absolutely not.
And then, so I'll pose the same question to Hill. Knowing that, that the rest of the Confederate army is probably somewhere to the south, are you going to be calling for reinforcements, or are you going to be telling Lee, hey, we're not fighting here today?
I say we wouldn't fight here today, actually.
All right.
The ground's not good.
All right, so maybe in the future we'll run a different version of this game, but yeah, so thank you to all the players, thanks to all the umpires, it was a good time. I'm going to stop the recording.